I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I want a way I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. I'll give up everything. If I could see my dreams, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that I so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
Reality. I'll give up everything. If I can see my dreams, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
Did it really? Did the ceasefire already fall through? Good. Fuck them. I'm so happy to hear you say that. You have no idea. You have no idea. So, I slept like shit last night. First, I stayed up until like 11:40 playing, Crimson Dawn. And then, I went to bed. For whatever reason, my stomach was not having fun last night, so I ended up getting up at like 3. Couldn't fall back asleep. And, well, here we are now. But the Waffle House is open, so this bitch is still in business. I got some Mickey D's, man. I got some Mickey D's. Got me some nice sausage egg McMuffins. Whenever I don't get enough sleep, I get super hyper, and I get really fucking hungry. Like, not cravings, hunger. Like, ceaseless hunger. I don't know what it is. Housey TV? Hey, YouTube channel? Why is that so good? Why is that so good? We gonna watch that. We gonna watch that. WXQC, by the way. Morning, darling. Sticks. We're Duke's in here too. What's the name of that? TOUSI. This is the channel I needed to send a goddamn email to. I'm gonna sub to this channel so I can email them this weekend. You're not the only one that said this, guy. I need to ask for permission to use his content. I'm gonna send him an email this weekend. Hopefully I don't get, like, sent to spam. I'm gonna send this guy an email and make sure I can use his shit. I don't need a copy strike right now. Everything's going so well. They fucked with a lot of stuff yesterday on YouTube. I couldn't even monetize the stream yesterday for like damn near 24 hours. I woke up this morning and everything was fixed, but they might be changing a lot of algorithm stuff, so I immediately started getting into panic mode. I was like, "Uh-oh, are they gonna turn off the tap? Uh-oh, what's gonna happen?" Hopefully the streams keep doing as good as they're doing, because they're keeping me afloat right now. Not like financially, but like just in general, they're giving me a lot of hope for, you know, a long dedicated future to being like Waffle House YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Every day that I wake up and I'm getting above the average view count, I'm a very happy camper. Very happy. The average view count being like 10 new people that click onto the stream. Okay. That's right, Waffle House YouTube. All right, let's get these games in here. I'm gonna be munching down on some of my McDonald's over here while we watching some of these trailers. We are gonna be doing a Midwest safety video today. I gotta do it so that way I have one for the weekend. But I want to go back to doing them at the end of the stream. It's just that I keep getting lost in time, and I end up like going well past what I want to do whenever it turns 11. But I'm gonna let you guys decide which one we watch today. I'm just gonna pull up the homepage and we're gonna decide then. I think Darksiders is so good. I played this a lot in high school. It's so good.
When the seventh seal is broken, 4 horsemen shall ride forth to punish the wicked. The law has been broken. How long was I gone?
Long enough for the last of the mouth breathers to die off.
Send me back. I will punish the ones responsible. I answer the call.
Oh, that already happened. Yo, I need to play that game again. It's been a minute. Well, what's this? Oh, wait. Isn't this that... Oh, no. What is this? Whoa. What is this? R-type tactic. What is this heavenly music that has entered my ear holes? Oh my god, this is amazing. Every time I see this one, this specific one, I think of the red mech suit in like one of the Gundam shows. Oh! And that's the gameplay, huh? Wow. Wow. That's the gameplay. Come on, guys. What are we doing, man? Who the fuck plays this? Man, I was so hyped, too. I was like, oh, this looks good. What is this gameplay, guys? Bro, that looks like ass. I'm sorry. All the money went towards that song, bro. Bro. You didn't see the gameplay? Man, talk about a shit show joke. Look at this. This fucking looks like shit. Oh, here we go. This is the gameplay right here. That ain't the gameplay. That ain't the gameplay. I saw the boxes and was like, oh, there it is. Oh, no. Oh, no, you're not gonna dip it. Nope. Where'd it go? There it is right there. Look at this. This is the gameplay. That's the gameplay. I don't even know what the fuck, dude. Like, what even is that? It's even turn-based. It's turn-based. What the fuck? The hell is this?
I've seen things. Things no one should ever face. You never really leave Godstone. It clings to you. Shadows of the past nipping at your heels. I went in search of my father, but what I found was a curse that binds everything, living or dead.
This looks like a good game.
Running from what haunts you gives it power. I am the occultist.
Interesting. This looks like it might be a good game. No gameplay, but... I actually really like this actor.
Across the settled systems, millions of different journeys are underway. Some are quiet, some are reckless, some change the fate of entire worlds, but they all begin with the same question.
Who's got my goddamn coffee?
Is Starfield? Is it the next horizon?
Here, I got this one for you, buddy. I don't want you to sully your nice sounding voice. Starfield is a broken down dumpster fire of a Bethesda pathetic made, and it is literally made to satiate nobody and help nobody and for nobody, because most of the planets are barren and dead. All of the mechanics are garbo. The starship fights in space are complete trash, and the entire game is nothing but a slogfest. I think I covered just about everything, but somehow I will give them credit. It managed to keep me captured for 70 hours somehow. So I got to give a little credit to them.
The next major discovery, or is it simply?
And I do
asking,
love the new game plus functions in the game. Those are really cool.
what else is out there? Is it the first grav jump, where space bends in front of you, piloting a ship you built by hand, peacefully crossing the stars towards worlds of endless wonder? Working, hunting, smuggling, building, and somewhere along the way, the crew beside you becomes family. Now the frontier moves faster. You don't just cross.
Oh
planets.
yeah, you could actually like in No Man's Sky, you can kind of like speed up and go to planets. You can do that now. I thought that was kind of cool. I do like the idea of this thing. I love the idea of this thing.
In the Rev 8, you soar across them. A shattered space pulls you deeper, deeper into.
They have
relief,
updated the game a
deeper
lot.
into conflict that reshapes systems. Now an armada of steel tightens its grip. Tighter on your journey, tighter across each system. Now, you return to places you've been, but they're not the same. Because you're not the same. Starfield didn't stand still, no. Like the universe, it expanded.
Brother, whatever you getting paid to do this trailer, they didn't pay you enough. This is a damn good trailer. This is a really good trailer. I'll give it to them. W Bethesda.
So, what is Starfield? Now there's more to see, more stories to be told, more systems to be settled, more ways to build, to explore, to fight, to fly. For heroes, for smugglers, for settlers, for pilots, for anyone who looks up
That's
at
his
the
name?
galaxy and says,
His name's Keith David? I didn't know that.
that belongs to me. This
Oh, how's it going,
is
Adam?
Starfield.
Sorry, I didn't see you over there. The first time I'm sorry, I'm not trying to shit on, I'm not trying to, this trailer was amazing, by the way. W Bethesda. I haven't been, I mean, I've been okay with Starfield. It's not terrible. I enjoyed it. I got a lot of time out of it. I mean, 70 to 79 hours is no joke. I mean, that you get your money's worth for that. Like, seriously. It wasn't the best. But they've made a lot of updates to the game, and this trailer really slaps. I'm not gonna lie. And the first time I saw Keith David was in The Chronicle of Riddick. W movie, by the way. Oh, actually, no, it wasn't. It was Pitch Black. I'm sorry, it was Pitch Black, because he's in Pitch Black. W trailer, that was good. That was good stuff. 3-on-3. Hell no. I don't touch no fucking Nickelodeon stuff, man. I don't touch no Nickelodeon stuff. Hell no. Men at Work. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen Platoon either. At least I don't think I have. I'll have to check them out. Bro, I must have put at least like
Introducing No Man's
500
Sky.
hours into this game.
Casino Arena.
No way. Yo, I love it.
Find, train, and battle your pets for the ultimate rewards. Assemble your team. And discover new xenospecies with rare abilities. Complete your pet log. Genetically modify your eggs. And battle with friends.
Yo, that's crazy.
Together, your bond can overcome anything. Take on daily challenges in the arena. Journey across the galaxy and face new competitors. Battle together and reach for the stars in...
Yo, what is that? That must be new to the game. What the fuck is that creature? It's like, it's shown up like 70 times. I've never seen this creature before.
Take on daily challenges in the arena. Journey across the galaxy and face new competitors. Battle together and reach for the stars in Xeno Arena.
That's great, dude.
The No Man's Sky journey continues.
You know what the best part about No Man's Sky is? Is that you can play it offline. It's not an online-only game. Ooh, man, I got caught up on Invincible last weekend. Woo! That's good stuff, man. I want them to remake the thing. Ooh, this game looks funny. I think this is it. Then we'll move on to, I think I got some other stuff pulled up. Let me see. There we go. We go find out why Asman got suspended on Twitch. Boom.
Welcome.
This game looks funny.
Landfall, and we have a really big announcement to make. Party poppers. Yeah. Woo! We wanted to announce that content warning is on all consoles, which is incredible. It is very exciting for us. That means that everyone on consoles can play content warning. It means that you can play with all of your friends across the world on multiple platforms. You heard it here, folks. You heard it.
No, there's a spider! Oh no! Content warning's coming to console, y'all! It's coming! We live? No, let me know.
It's a red light.
Becca,
oh my god,
Becca.
Oh. Alright.
Guys, I got suspended on Twitch in the middle of my Crimson Desert playthrough. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do. It's gonna be an entire week. I mean, geez, guys. I'm gonna have...
They sent this man on... Bro. They sent this man on vacation. They sent his ass on vacation for a week.
so much free time. Well, I guess I could start by making this video, right? So, I got suspended last night on Twitch. I end my stream, and I come back from the gas station, and I get a message, and somebody says, why can't I chat in your stream? And I'm like, well, I don't know, what happened? And I look, and I get a message, and it says that my account has been suspended for 7 days because of hateful conduct. So,
oh, fuck right off. Fuck off.
This is what I did. This is what I said. I said that I didn't give a fuck about the opinions of third worlders, and then particularly in the thing that they referenced, I was referring to illiterate goat herders from Afghanistan.
Again, the way this looks out in the public is not a United States.
The opinions of third worlders don't matter. Like, I don't care what some illiterate goat herder thinks in Afghanistan. It doesn't.
Based. Bro doesn't miss.
Matter.
In the context of those people believing AI-generated videos about Iran winning the war and nuking Israel off the map. Gentlemen, I would like...
What have I been saying here for a fucking week? What the fuck have I been... I've been saying this for 2 weeks now. I've been saying it for 3 weeks. I said it before he did. Thief!
to confirm that I am 100% right, and you don't either. And neither do they. Because if Twitch cares about their opinions, why don't they apply Afghanistan's opinions to women on Twitch? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? But everybody knows nobody gives a fuck about them. Nobody cares. I'm not sorry. I'm right. I said nothing wrong, and nothing I said was against...
And that's gonna be the average apology video for me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
The terms of service. Beyond that, do you even imagine a world where somebody that says that they don't care about what a fat American thinks about the Middle East? Can you imagine?
How many comments we got up in this bitch that are that tell me all the time that I don't know nothing about nothing and that I should keep my opinions to myself? Think about that. What's the matter? You butthurt because I'm telling you how it is and you don't like it? Get used to it.
Gets suspended? Of course not.
He has some woke qualities, but he's nowhere near as woke as Francis. Francis was a socialist. This motherfucker is an American, and I think Americans are gross. Americans do not have a understanding of the world. America-fying anything is going to be bad. Americans.
What did I say? What did I say? Just because he was talking shit about a different country. But the second this motherfucker with these big-ass radiator glasses gets on and says that America deserves 9/11, reads a fucking a sheet from a terrorist organization, advocates for a terrorist, and motherfucking sit here and says that Americans are gross. As long as it's shit-talking America, it doesn't matter. Fuck you. That's what that makes my blood boil. Oh my God, I'm like a fucking volcano when I hear that. Just because it's America, everyone can talk shit about them. But the second it comes from a third world piece of shit, suspension. Fuck you.
Have a very limited understanding of the universe.
And so why am I getting suspended? It's more third worldist morality logic inversion that basically is being used to silence me for an entire week. That's the important part that I want to talk about here.
Yeah, it's a silence. That's the key there. It has nothing to do about protecting community guidelines. If it was, Hassan would have been suspended or permanently banned years ago. It has to do with suppression of American voices. When you dust away all the dirt and you look at the core of this suspension, it's always something, just like that firearms violation that I got. I didn't even have a fucking firearm on stream. And they were trying to give me a 3-month fucking suspension from streaming on YouTube. It has nothing to do about with protecting communities. It has everything to do with silencing your voice as an American.
Basically, Twitch has a system where they say that your infractions or your bad actions expire within 1 year. Well, the last time I was suspended, well, we all remember the last time I was suspended.
Yeah.
But that was in October 2024. I have not been suspended for over an entire year. Why does that matter? Well, it matters because they say
it matters. It matters because I guarantee you they didn't remove that off of his account like they're supposed to. Remember, 3 suspension, and your Twitch account gets terminated. If his Twitch account gets terminated, I can't react to his stuff on a stream for Twitch. You know what that means? We gonna be streaming in 4K, boys. That's what the fuck that means. The day Asmongold gets fired, or not fired, but banned on Twitch, is the day that I cut Twitch out of the streaming services that I stream to. Because I am not gonna no longer stream Asmongold. I'm not gonna do it. That will be the day, boys.
It matters. It matters because they say that's whenever the infractions expire and your account is treated as not being in bad standing. So why is it
suspended for a fucking week? A week! A week! Bro, Hassan says some stupid shit. He gets suspended on the one day that he doesn't work. Tectone got suspended. He got his suspension he got it taken away, and they didn't even undo it for the full 7 days. He still had to wait it out. They took that shit back, and he still had to wait it out. It's American voice suppression. They don't want you to talk about your country in a good light. They don't want you to talk about third world countries in a bad light. They want you to be ashamed for living in America. No, absolutely not. Whenever I talk about suppression, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
That case, that instead of getting a warning, instead of getting a suspension, instead of getting for a day, instead of getting a suspension...
It's not weird. When you're trying to colonize a race of people, you want them to feel bad for their culture, and you want them to feel bad for any person that's below them or a third worlder. They're below because the thing is whenever all you have in education system is communist books, and all you're allowed to read is communist propaganda, well, let's just say that you're not going to be the smartest cookie in the cookie shop. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be the brightest one. It's just crazy that it's not bad enough they're already coming in droves, telling you that your culture sucks, but to boot, on top of everything, they need to make you feel like shit by suppressing your voice and taking away your ability to talk about it. That's the worst part about it. Is that even if you want to talk about it, not only are you attacked every single day in streams, but to boot, you risk running a suspension just for speaking the truth. Just for giving an opinion. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
For 3 days, I immediately went from that all the way to a 7-day suspension immediately. Why would this happen? What is the reason for it? I have no idea. Is it because they don't like what I'm saying? It has to be, because it's certainly not because what I'm saying is against the terms of service. I looked at the terms of service. Yes, using nationality is a protected group, but I was not talking about them being disregarded because of nationality. I was talking about them being disregarded because of the fact that they're watching literal AI-generated videos and then believing a false narrative. And the video's context was about, would you rather be having likes on Twitter or having your entire Navy not destroyed?
Do you think that the Iranians would rather have their entire Navy back or their memes?
Jeez, guys, I wonder. And so anyway, this is what's happened, is that I have been suspended for an entire week for that. That's it. And I'll play the clip for you guys.
I'm so happy. He opened up a Rumble and a Kick account. From what I understand, he should be going live on that today. You best believe I'm going to be watching that.
Okay, and this is, by the way, there's not a 100% certainty with this, that this is the clip, but this is the thing that they quoted from, and it's the thing that they gave me an example of.
How's the mark going, Derek?
Also, by the way,
morning, everybody. Morning, Melissa.
And relationship with Twitch on an interpersonal level has been nothing but tremendous. I have great respect for the people that I've dealt with Twitch. I have no actual animosity towards those people.
Morning, Alex.
So just make sure that you guys understand that. Don't shoot the messenger or anything like that. It's the moderation team and the people that decided that I did something wrong, and maybe they made a mistake. Well, I know they made a mistake, but maybe they'll recognize that, and I'll get an unban early. And if they didn't, I guess, well, I mean, and here's the annoying thing, right, is like, well, if Trump nukes Iran, which seems like that's getting more likely every day, then I'm going to have to go...
Yo, hats off to you, Hoss. Yo, I've never felt so validated. I have never once heard him say anything about Iran getting nuked by America. I don't think America's going to have to do it. I think Israel's going to do it. I think what's going to happen is that Trump is going to pull away from the war and Israel's going to have enough of dealing with ICBMs in their fucking cities. I think that's what's going to happen.
I just go live on Kick and Rumble, right? Maybe on YouTube too. I prefer just to do Kick and Rumble. It's a copyright thing, right? It's a confusing, content creator reason. But and then we'll continue uploading videos. And if something big happens, don't worry, I'll be there, and you'll have a way to watch me, and it'll be all back to usual. But I would like to take at least a little bit of time,
agree.
and
Twitch is on its way out the door. I mean, unless they start backing up some of these policies and start actually pushing these policies the way they're supposed to on their platform, Twitch is inevitably going to go under. They are. Look, I get that you want to push the policies. I get it. Okay, push them for everybody. There are a lot of people that have been suspended for stuff that they did a long time ago that was like dumb kid shit. They shouldn't have even had a goddamn account to begin with. Rakai is one of them. Rakai's not even 18. Why do you have a Twitch account? Why do you have so many people watching you? If you fuck up bad enough, they're gonna ban your channel. And he was already suspended for trying to copy what that dumb fucking what's her face was doing, where she ran in and stole that shit. Like, you have to push your policies unbiasedly. If you're going to enforce your policies, enforce them for everybody. And you know what I mean by that. How many times has Hassan broken the policies? And all he's gotten was a one-day suspension. That's crazy. And it's obvious that you're doing it biasedly. Stop doing it.
Maybe fix a little bit of things in my life and just relax a little bit. But if something big happens, do not worry. I will be there. And I might make a couple of other videos in the meantime, just because I'll be bored. But going back to what I was saying, is that I have been suspended for this. And really, let me talk about, really how I feel about this. Do I give a fuck about the opinions of a bunch of third worlders in regards to what my country should do? Absolutely fucking not. I do not.
Based. W-based. Why would I want to hear about somebody whose IQ is above mental... Yeah. I'm sorry, but I will listen to a country whose IQ scores are higher than them. You know why? Because their average is smarter. That's why. Come on.
Shouldn't.
You want to hear from a goat farmer how to fish? Fuck no. What? What?
They shouldn't give a fuck about what I think about their country. Because why would I take somebody's
I can't stand this padded room bullshit. Since when did we start padding the world up for these fucking butthurt losers that can't even win their own goddamn war, gotta publish AI videos? Since when? Bro, I cannot believe Twitch is seriously doing quarterback work, or not quarterback, what was that called? They're doing leg work for a bunch of terrorists in a foreign country. It's crazy. The fuck are we doing, bro? How the fuck has the United States government not shut down Twitch on that principle yet? That's crazy. That's insane. But it's okay to sit there and put up a manifesto for a fucking terrorist, right? Bro gets the fucking 1 day off. He gets banned, suspended on the 1 day that he's off. That's crazy. Like, what the
that
fuck?
is from a shithole in these countries. And by the way, these are shitholes. Many of these countries are shitholes. And don't let anybody teach you or tell you that, oh, it's America's fault. No, it's not. The ones that America has invaded are shitholes. The ones that America hasn't invaded or Britain hasn't invaded, they're shitholes too. They're shitholes because the people made them shitholes. And whenever I talk about third worlders and third worldism, I'm not even really talking about a geography, I'm talking about an ideology.
Because that's what it is. It's like slavery. The Iranian people that have been under the IRGC and the Ayatollah have been, it's just like what they did with slaves. They didn't want them to read because they knew that they'd get cooked if these slaves learned how to read. They are kept in the same shape. They're poor. They struggle paycheck to paycheck. Sounds awful fucking familiar, doesn't it? Sounds real fucking familiar. They make these people follow very, very strict rules because it's the only way they can maintain power. And if they break the rules, they're condemned to death. Their education is a joke. It's most likely ran by a bunch of propaganda like Cuba and communist books talking about oh my god, what's his fucking name? You know where I'm going with this. Like, it's not that they want to be this way. They have been cultivated and forced to be this way. And they know it. That's why they're so angry and they want freedom.
That ideology is the idea that disrespect should be met with violence, the idea that, crime, dysfunction, discord, and chaos in society should be expected. They're part and parcel of living in a modern city, and having people, oh, well, you can't say certain things because they might offend people.
Suck it the fuck up, pussy. Shut up and suck it up. Deal with it. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Quit being a little bitch. Go to public school. Jesus fucking Christ. Like I said, when did we start padding the world for these people that can't control their goddamn emotions? Since when? Oh, I'm offended. Well, good, get offended. I don't care. Why should I care? Control your emotions. That's not my job to control your fucking emotions. It's your job.
Or they'll make them mad.
Like,
the idea that getting angry about something is a justification to break the law. This is what I'm really talking about with third worldism. Things that the Greek Senate, or the Greeks, the Romans, we figured this out in Western society, in Western culture. We've realized that you can't run a society whenever you have people that act this way. And it's actually a good thing to not have a bunch of crazy fent zombies on the street. It's actually a good thing to have people that aren't living on the sidewalk. It's actually a good thing to have a, civilized discussion that doesn't resort to violence whenever you hear something that makes you angry. But for some people, this is the third worldist mindset. It is the aggrandizement of the base interests, the base desires, and the lowest common denominator of mankind. And you know what? I don't like it. I don't want it here. And guess what? They don't either. If Twitch thinks Afghanistan has such great opinions that should be listened to, maybe they should apply Afghanistan's opinions to women on Twitch. How about that? But they won't, because they also agree with me too. I just was the one that said it. But everybody thinks this. And I have nothing...
And that's the thing. If you ever watch Asman, or you ever watch me, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. I'm going to tell you what's going on. And in my honest opinion. And it's mostly because I've been in the trenches. A lot of us in his comments have been in the trenches. We've seen it, but we haven't said anything about it. I'm tired of that. I want to talk about it. It bothers me. I've seen it. I've lived it. I'm still living through it. Hell, I gotta wake up every morning and wonder if I still got a fucking YouTube channel. Like, it sucks. And not to mention, in 4 years, once Trump is done, like, is the atmosphere going to shift again? Are they going to go on the freaking banning of every person that has an opposing opinion? It's crazy how they get mad and then they cry to have people canceled and suspended or banned. But the second that you just start speaking what everyone's saying, they immediately want to do the same. They want to do the same to you, but you can't do the same to them. It's fucked up. And you're not allowed to be like, oh, we got to cancel these. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. Think about how many people have been suspended, or can't even Tectones had to run over to Rumble just to make sure that he can still stream and make a living. These people got into our jobs, not third worlders, these DEI workers that got into all of our jobs, that white women, black people, Hispanic, everything that wasn't a white American man. And I'm not being racist, I'm being honest. These jobs were getting a stipend from the government by hiring everything other than a white male. I tried for a year and a half. With all the job experience that I had, I could not find a job even at Walmart. That was a complete eye-opener to me. It was. And I said, nope, I want to talk about this. This is a huge problem. Then Trump got in, dismantled all that shit. But at the end of the day, these people, if you are already at that job, they will get you fired. If you have a YouTube channel where you have an opposing opinion, they will try to get you canceled, suspended, or banned. You have to get down to their level. You have to get down in the trenches, and you got to be willing to go even deeper than them. You got to dig deeper and make sure you undertake these people, because if you don't, they will completely remove you. That's what they do.
By the way, I said illiterate. They have 37% literacy. Flip a coin, I'm right. So the point is that really, they all do agree with me. Everybody agrees with me on this. And if you're a guy from Afghanistan, you're watching, I don't know, I'm sure we've got a number of them. We've got a lot of people that watch the show. Listen, man, I'm not talking about you, but you know that there's some idiots in your country that are morons of talking about them. And by the way, we have those same third worldists. We have those same fucking retards in America. Being a third worlder and being a third worldist, yes, it's a geography, but it's more importantly a mindset. And these people have that mindset, and I don't want to have it. I don't want to deal with it. I think it's destructive, it's reductive, and I want to have nothing to do with it. So that's really the way that I feel about this, right? You know, these people talk about the Epstein files. They have their own Epstein files. It's called the marriage records. It's called Tuesday.
Yo, I'm stealing that shit. Oh my God. Oh, I'm stealing that shit. The next time someone gets in my comments and says, what about the Epstein files? I'm going to say, well, Iran has their own Epstein files. It's called their marriage records.
It's legal. I don't want to have that here.
I'm stealing that.
Have anything to do with that here. So all that being said, I don't want to go through and talk about that too much. What am I going to do? And just very clearly, by the way, I was very surprised by this. I was very surprised by this suspension.
I wasn't. Whenever I saw the Twitter post, I was like, oh, well, that was a matter of time.
I thought it was going to be for like 20 of the other things that I said, right? I mean, I thought it'd be for like, you know, I don't want to give them any ideas, because I did submit an appeal. I submitted an appeal, and, you know, I told them, like, and the thing is that if they tell me you can't refer to third worlders in a derogatory context, I hate to say it, you know, I don't take off my shoes whenever I walk in my own house. Somebody else asks me to walk in their house. They tell me to take off my shoes. I do it. I'm not in my own house. I will follow Twitch's terms of service begrudgingly, and you guys will know that
But that's not Twitch's terms of service. They should state that then. Whenever you make rules on a platform that are so vague to suppress people, you've got a fucking huge problem. That's a problem. When you have rules like the gun policy on YouTube that are so damn vague that it can be applied to anything, those rules aren't there to protect anybody. They're there to suspend you the minute the crowd turns.
Absolutely.
But yet we're supposed to play ball with that.
Do not agree with it, and these are my viewpoints, but I will follow the rules, and I have always taken a good faith effort to always follow the
W don't know! Dearborn is Muslim and the safest metro in Detroit. Oh, W. I don't know what the hell that means, but I know Detroit, but I don't live in Detroit. So.
If there's a day that we show on stream, well, it must be that day of the week. And on top of that, they've complained to me about that too, by the way. And if I do that, I delete the VOD and I try to move past it and I apologize. I say, oops, guys, that's my bad. I didn't.
If you don't like it, make your own platform. You can make whatever rules you want. You know, all things considered, I have thought about that. I've thought about it.
Didn't mean to do that. I don't actually ever intend to break the terms of service. Why would I ever do that? Why would I ever put myself in a position where I intentionally do something that I think would put my channel at risk? It's just stupid. Why would I ever do that? So the problem that I have with this is that I think that I've made it.
You know how much money it costs to run a platform? You have any idea how much it costs to run the servers to keep these videos? They do dumbass, you just talk LOL. You know, he didn't get a job after Trump got elected. I didn't have to get a job after Trump got elected. You know why? I already had one. I was making money on YouTube. I have a job. What are you talking about, bro? What are you on about? This is my job. Well, you go roach out now? Don't tell me you go roach out now. You've been talking pretty heavily in the comments. What happened? You didn't answer my question. How much money does it cost to run a platform? No, nothing? I'll give you till 8:59. How about that? It's only 8? What the fuck? Bro. You have no experience. You probably can't piss clear. I love this guy. This guy's great. Remember, guys, I don't have any work experience. Bro came in today, decided I had no work experience whatsoever. Let's just roll with that. Let's roll with it. Sure. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say, man. Yeah. Whatever you guys to say, man. Look here, man. It don't much matter. Whatever you guys to say, man. Whatever you got, I promise you. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's been a while since I've put these on. Whatever you got, man. What you got, man? Come on, man. What you got, man? Got my dirty gloves on now, bitch. I'm ready to get down in them trenches, boys. You ready to put out some fires? I'm about to put out one right now. About to put this bitch right out. I actually can't use my mouse with this. There you go. I'll put this fire out right quick. Hold on. Boom. Look how dirty these fucking gloves are, bro. These things are disgusting. I really shouldn't be wearing these. These things shouldn't even be in the apartment. Look how dirty that shit is. Should wash my damn hands is what I should be doing.
And considering the content of my, like my stream, I cover extremely edgy content. I talk about things like, I talk about the most politically charged, most extreme issues on a daily basis in plain English, just, as a matter of fact. And really, I think that in order to do that and not have a million bad clips that have, been released about me, there's only 500,000. There's the reality.
Y'all, some of y'all probably don't know. These are firefighter gloves. This is what you wear with bunker gear. I was a firefighter. I went to college to be a firefighter. I shouldn't be wearing these. I shouldn't even have these here because they're filled with carcinogens. All this black shit can cause cancer. That's all like burned residue and chemicals and shit from handling fire. Well, like handling fire, but like moving around in like a fire area.
That I do try a very good amount to try to control what I say, to make sure that what I say does not break the terms of service. And I try to say what I say with a degree of, like, I guess, like I'm thinking about what I'm saying, right? I'm not just, going extemporaneously right off the cuff. I mean, to an extent I am, but I'm editing it in my mind to make sure that I don't say anything that would get me in trouble.
I'm 31 years old. I have a license to drive motorcycle. I have a CDL license to drive school bus because I was a school bus driver. I have worked for the United States Postal Service. And then at the age of 26, I went and completed the fire academy at college and then got my EMT, got hired at a fire department that had really, really bad hours. So I ended up leaving there and decided to go with YouTube. And here I am. That's why I live in the best country in the world. I live in the only country where I'm allowed to do any job that I want. That's right. Well, I'm sure there are others, but...
on Twitch. So when I said this, I didn't think I said anything wrong. And by reading the TOS, I don't think the TOS says that I said anything wrong. And the reality is that...
I think Asmon should... I'm not even kidding. If I was as big as Asmon, and I had all this money... that that he's not fully sure how much he has because he lets a investor deal with it all. But he says that the investor says he's got a shitload of money. I would hire a team of lawyers, and I'm probably going to do this, by the way. And any platform that wants to fuck with me, like what's been going on with Tectone and Asmongold, I would sue the fuck out of them. I would. I'd sue the absolute fuck out of them. I would make the lawyers sit down and read the terms of service and try to interpret each one of these lawyers. I want them to interpret what that could mean. And I want, because, and the reason for that is because if you apply this same logic to Hassan, it's preferential treatment. It's preferential treatment is what it is. And as a contracted / employee of these companies, because you're getting paid, you should be entitled to the same rights as everybody else. So if Hassan gets suspended for 1 day on his day off after he reads a manuscript for a fucking terrorist, well, let's just say that one of those is definitely higher up on the food chain. I don't like that. I want equal treatment.
If you applied the reason why I got suspended to anybody applying this same type of language against Westerners, against Americans, against anybody in a developed country, you know that not only would it not be banned, it would probably be celebrated. So I think this is a massive double standard. It's completely unfair. I was unfairly targeted. I'm not sorry for any of it. And I'll be waiting for Twitch's apology for unbanning me. And if it takes them a couple of days, that's fine. If it takes them an entire week, I guess I'll have to finish Crimson Desert. But the reality is that I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I regret nothing. And according to their own rules...
That's exactly how I felt whenever they slapped me with that firearm policy. They wouldn't even tell me what I did or said wrong. I was like, I don't have a firearm, so why am I being... I didn't show a firearm in the stream. So why did I get slapped with this? It makes no sense. I asked them, what did I say or do that made this happen? And they're like, oh, well, we can't disclose that. It's not against it's against our policies. And I'm like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to better myself and be better for the community if I don't even know what I said or did wrong? You want to slap my stream with, we took this content down to protect the community, and you don't tell the streamer why you took it down. Well, how the hell is that streamer supposed to get better for the community? How does that make any sense? How?
also did nothing wrong. So all this put into context, that's pretty much where things stand. That's where we're at. I'm not really stressed out about this. Honestly, I'm kind of excited. I feel like we've been in a little bit of a lull period, right? That's why I've been trying to do, like, I'll do the ban appeals. I'll do, like, the Jesus game, right? And, all that. And I'll be honest, what really spurred me to make a comment about it last night is that I saw on Reddit, people thought that I got banned for showing a horse's dick on stream. And I was like, this is the stupidest narrative. I have to correct this because it's so ridiculous.
No, dude. No. I'd have been like, yeah, that's totally the reason why.
I don't want people to believe this. People are also saying I got banned for playing the Jesus game. I don't know. Maybe that was the reason. Maybe there's an enlightened Reddit atheist in the moderation team. But that's the reason they gave me. They said hateful conduct for 1 week. I put in my appeal. Hopefully I'll get it approved. I did nothing wrong. I apologize for nothing. I said nothing wrong. The clip is shown. Millions of people, not millions, many people
how's it going, Thulu cultist?
a lot of things that are a lot worse than what I say, and nothing ever happens to them. And I think it was totally unfair that something happened to me. All that being said, I recognize if that's what Twitch doesn't want me to say, I won't say it. Just please explain the vocabulary I'm not supposed to use, and I won't use that vocabulary. I'll just think it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how, like, if you're going to suspend somebody, tell them the specific reason why. Like, seriously, enough with this bullshit. It's like they're trying to get you banned or suspended. Like,
thank you guys all very much for watching. I really appreciate everybody's support. I know a lot of you guys have been on Twitter and everything.
W has been gold.
Asmongold and Hassan made a special appearance in Meat Canyon's latest video.
I found you. What?
Asmongold brought you up in his stream again today.
Oh, I don't have to watch. I don't have to watch. Cool. I don't have to watch XQC. Yeah, that's Hassan. Yo, Meat Canyon's good, bro.
It's super annoying. Yeah, I know he is annoying because the whole thing is that.
Oh my god, dude! Why does his face look like a butthole? Wait,
Asmongold brought
yo,
you up
I didn't even see the dog.
Stream again today. Dude is super annoying. Yeah, I know he is annoying because the whole thing is that he uses my name to clout chase and just clip farm. It's fucking.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I have to maintain composure. I'm gonna die if I don't. Oh my god. Okay. Oh man, I have to maintain composure. Look at his face.
Annoying. Yeah, I know he is annoying because the whole thing is that he uses my name to clout chase and just clip farm. It's fucking bogus,
And it's
man.
funny because Asmon only reacts to the stuff where he's talking shit about Asmon. He's using Hassan. He's using your clips to clout chase and farm. Brother, you only stream on Twitch. What are you on about?
Seriously.
Hassan's talking about you on a stream again? He's such a fucking...
I've really been downgraded. I have. Look at this. I mean, this was last time. I mean, look how much hair I had last time. Now we're all the way down to this. I mean, Jesus, guys. It's only been a couple of years.
Let me handle this, Mr. Bull.
Bro got a face like that fucking cocoon Pokemon.
You guys might not know this, but while our Voldemort sports a pure natural ratsness on his head, the Ottoman here is a complete fraud. His whole
he had the hair transplant surgery.
Hairline is as fake as his socialism larping and his Dick Don.
I don't really think it's fake. I think that if you have the hair transplant surgery, I mean they take hair from somewhere else and put it in on your like forehead and shit or on your scalp. I don't really think that's fake, is it?
I use Propecia, but the thing about Propecia is that it does have a chance of just destroying your dick.
Too much hair? Yeah, I guess so. Accurate room, I'd say so.
Parasite, guys, seriously.
Yo, chat, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Can you guys excuse me for 1 second?
The clip farming's going great. We're gonna make so much money together.
Holy shit.
Yes, Yes, my love, you're doing great.
Will you please kiss me to hold me?
Oh my god. You don't think it gets worse? Guess what? It got worse.
Over until stream is done?
Only if you kiss me back super hard.
就那了，放我走。Let me go. 他们非要我看。
Speak Chinese.
The fucking
What the fuck are you saying?
Kaya, please!
I'm gonna talk about that later.
Yo, W Meat Canyon.
Let me do one. Let me zap her.
Really? We were just both awful.
Kaya,
No.
Can we DoorDash something from Panda Express?
Oh, that sounds really good, baby.
Oh
Kaya, what do you want from Panda Express?
Oh my, orange chicken.
I can't hold it any longer. You need to make love to me right now.
Oh, yeah.
What the oh my
Tap her again.
man. What a legend. I love Meat Canyon.
Oh,
Anybody
dude.
getting mad over this? Ah, bro, it's fucking
Bro.
funny. That's honest. There's no way he's mad.
Oh, bro. That was too good. Bro.
Mad about this.
Much money together.
Oh god, classic
So mad.
both sides. Politically it's cringe, but it's funny. It's whatever. Oh, centrist Andy over here.
就那了，放我走。
Kaya, please!
Uh-huh. Yeah, remember that?
Any longer. You
Jesus
need to make love to
Christ.
me right now.
Oh, so gross.
I
It's gross.
Yo, did you see how quickly his face changed whenever he shocked the dog? Did you see that? You see his face? Watch his face.
放我走。
No.
Kaya, please!
Uh-huh. Yeah, remember that?
Any longer. You
Jesus
need to make
Christ.
Oh, it was a skip. That's why. It was a skip.
love to me right now.
Oh, so gross. It's gross.
It's nasty as
Put the-
fuck. Unpause
Oh,
it.
Hassan is
Unpause
symbiotic.
it.
I'm definitely good on
What are you
that.
doing?
Yeah.
Tap her again.
Thank you.
I mean, at least he made you Jack. Yeah. I'm sure his politics are not as like dog shit as the way he presents it here.
Oh, bro, come on. Bro, it's funny, man. Jesus fucking Christ, it's funny. Just have a little fun. God damn.
and it's not like, oh, these guys are both the same.
Don't tell me you're about to craft a narrative in your own head and then get mad over it.
It's the classic, like, look, any content creator on the internet has to literally lean into the apolitical audience.
He's doing it. Here we go.
Hassan is pretty much the same as someone like Asmongold. I'm above it all. That's the mentality that people present.
Well, yeah, because they don't really give a shit. I mean, there's not a lot of fucking evaluation here. You've got to keep in mind, I mean, this guy's an animator. He goes out, he does other stuff. Thing is, like, Hassan, he's way more involved in politics stuff than I am. I mean, you know what I'm involved in? I got a new farming spot in Crimson Desert. I've been focused a lot on that. Whenever you get so hyper-focused on, like, one topic, you'll think that anybody who doesn't have your same level of fixation is like somehow a problem.
I don't think his politics are anywhere near as like centrist as he presents it in that bit.
As centrist, oh my god.
Oh.
And people on our sub are laughing their ass off. Meanwhile, on
I think that shit's funny, dude. I'm sorry. If you can't enjoy that, you need to take a break. You need to go on vacation, bro. That shit's funny. Should we watch? Should we see what the French Canadian has to say? Let's see what the French Canadian has to say. He's very hard to understand, but if you like,
Stream again today.
you really have to listen to what he's saying. So just be aware of that. I watch him like on a daily basis when he goes live, so I'm used to it. But if you're not used to how he talks, it's gonna sound like gibberish.
Mantis not a compliment.
It's like me cranked up to 20.
He uses my name to clout chase and just clip farms.
WXQC clips, please go check out XQC. He streams almost every day on Twitch. WXQC.
Bogus, man. Seriously.
Hassan's talking about you on a stream again? He's such a fucking parasite, guy. Seriously.
Yo, chat, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Can you guys excuse me for 1 second?
The clip farming's going great. We're gonna make so much money together.
Yes, my love, you're doing great.
Will
Bro,
you
this
please
is
kiss me to
just
hold me
cursed.
over until stream is done?
Only if you kiss me back super hard.
Who's this guy?
Yeah, who's he? Yeah.
chat.
I don't get this reference. What the fuck is this? I'm sorry, I don't
Kiss
get
me
this
back super
reference.
hard.
What is this? Like, what the fuck is this? Is that like a...
Who's he?
What is this?
Chat, this is disgusting. 放我走，他们非要我看。
What the fuck are you saying?
他们非要我看。
What the fuck are you saying?
Kaya, please!
I'm gonna talk about that later.
Oh, yeah, you want to talk about it? You want to hit it again?
Let me do one. Let me zap her.
哎呀，别惦记那只 Pupper。等一下，我在讲中文啊。
Can we DoorDash something from Panda Express?
Oh, that sounds really good, baby. Kaya, what do you want from Panda Express?
真 PG， 真 PG。
I can't hold it in any longer. You need to make love to me right now.
Oh, yeah.
Tap her again.
哎呀，我受够了这狗。
Wait, what are you doing now?
Oh.
Jesus Christ, I'd kill myself too if I wrote that book.
Chat. You know what? Chat, I gotta give this some props. I think he modernized his humor pretty nicely from the old style to the new style, and I think.
Can a woman have a penis?
Yes.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold on! Wait a minute! What'd he say?
It's going to take them a long time.
Can a woman have a penis?
Yes.
Well, what you do is you take this person and you put them in a white padded room and you continue to zap them or lobotomize them until they say no. That's what you do with these people.
It's going to take them a long time on the National Health Service to get rid of it, but that's another separate problem.
All right.
Can a
I think
woman
we'll
have
leave
a
it on a
penis?
woman can have a penis. People can
I
make
think
that-
you're lacking nuance and complexity about a pretty
Not
complicated
really. You couldn't have been
conversation.
clearer.
I'm clear because actually, when you want to look at the science,
You were crystal clear.
The
Answer
science.
a simple question.
but you're laughing at
The
it.
science.
Which I
I can
think
think it's
trans people.
There is-
absolutely
What have you
ridiculous.
got?
Being
What?
trans doesn't make you a woman. It makes you a trans woman.
Yeah, like, we don't have the technology to alter the DNA yet. We don't. That's just a fact of the matter. We can't turn an XX into an XY. It's not possible. Or is it YY? I don't know what the fuck it is anymore. We can't do that. That doesn't make you a full-fledged woman. It just means that you're a trans woman. Like, and that's not I'm not trying to make that seem like a small ordeal or anything, but at the end of the day, it's not the same.
A biological woman and a trans woman are different. Like, I don't know why this is so hard for people to understand.
Exactly.
Duh. Of course.
Against trans people, why are you punching down? Why are you not saying
Nothing against
the real
trans people.
problem?
Punching down, it's just a scientific fact. You can't change biology. There's no punching down. It's just a fact. I don't see them as any less than any other person. I don't. I would personally never date a trans person, but like I don't see them as any different. I don't like this mentality where whenever you don't see it their way, they immediately want to. They want, well, first off, they want to attack your character. That we've gotten quite a bit of. And then secondly, whenever that doesn't work, they want to act like you're treating them as if they're less. That's not the case. Like, I don't really care what you think or feel. I'm telling you that it is biology that says that you cannot right now. Now, in a couple years, maybe 50 or 60 or maybe less, maybe they'll come up with the ability to alter the DNA and make you a woman at any age. Who knows? Maybe. I mean, then that'll be a little different, you know? But as of right now, we don't possess those capabilities.
It's the reframing. Why are you punching down? Well, because they're wrong. They're wrong, it's annoying, and I don't want to deal with it.
Exactly.
I don't think anybody does. It's fucking annoying.
I've already told you that I think trans people...
You sound like you have a huge problem with trans people.
No.
What a little bitch. Oh my god. He's got a huge problem with trans people because he doesn't think women can have dicks. Is that right?
It sounds to me like you don't understand what a woman is, which I think is a huge problem for someone leading a party in this country.
A woman is a gender.
Sorry?
You said what's a woman?
No,
a woman is a gender.
No. A woman is a biological female that has the ability to give birth and the bone structure in her abdomen to give birth. Like, that is a woman. A woman is, I think it's XY?
Gender is
Female.
complicated.
No.
Gender is a spectrum.
It's not complicated. A woman is a
Is gender a
biological
spectrum?
female.
Is it that binary?
Do you think people...
It is binary. It's completely binary. The invented sociology from fake Karen consensuses that have fake credentials for agreeing with the other fake credentials.
X is what determines if you're female. XY determines your male. That's what it is. Down to the genetic level that determines what you are.
It actually has no weight, no value, no influence, and it's completely made up. There are only...
And what's crazy is that they want to say that it is a gender, but then you've got states in America that just recently had that banned where it says sex on your ID card, and they wanted that to be that non-binary bullshit. And I'm like, no. If you transition... and an EMT needs to look and see what the fuck you are on your ID card, and they don't know what's on your ID card because it says non-binary and you're knocked the fuck out and you're dying, there are doses of medicines that will kill women of the same height and in the same weight as a man, the same height and same weight. This is something you cannot fuck around with. Stop fucking with this. You're gonna get people killed, and I don't know if it's a feature, if it's by design, or what. But as an EMT, I need to know if you are a male or a female to give you certain dosage of medications. Otherwise, it will fucking kill you. Stop fucking with this.
Two genders. There is no third gender. Anybody that's intersex or something like that, this is a medical abnormality. If you ask somebody how many arms does a human being have, every single person would say 2 arms. But just because some people are born with 1 arm doesn't mean that the answer isn't 2.
Exactly.
So whenever you're looking at intersex people,
I can't tell you how many times I've brought this conversation up, and people are like, well, there are people out there with both. You're talking about the 1% of the 1%. We can't cater the entire fucking population to that percentage. I'm sorry. No. Absolutely fucking not. The majority is what we have to cater to. That's just how it is. Back to the matter. Why do you think Trump won the vote?
Other degrees of medical deformities, this is not included inside of normal everyday speaking. You ask somebody how many fingers does a person have, they say 10 fingers. Many people are born with 9 fingers, but nobody would hesitate to answer the question, how many fingers does a person have? Everybody would say 10, because we logically and rationally know that medical deformities and abnormalities are not included in the generalities that we talk about that are 99.9% of the outcomes, right? So that's number one. Number two, no, there is no gray area between this. You're either a man or a woman.
Thank you.
That's it. There's literally no spectrum at all.
There is
this is invented. This is it. The entire philosophy for this is completely invented. It's made up.
Well, it's like that on purpose. Because you've got a bunch of mentally ill people. Now, not all of them. I'm not saying because they're trans, they're mentally ill. I'm saying that these mentally ill radicals that are defining the trans and LGBT communities are not being kept in check by those communities, and they are being defined by these people. These people that are trying to push this shit onto these fucking kids, man. 12 years old, and you got the parents in there thinking that if they don't fucking put their kid on some kind of fucking puberty blocker that they're gonna, hurt themselves. And it's like, no, absolutely, dude. The minute they started fucking with kids, anybody under the age of 18, that's whenever I immediately was like, nope, this has to end. Nope, absolutely not. Nope. No.
And also,
no.
a very important
the
component.
Minute you start putting women and children in danger for some weird fucking ideology is the moment it means no. No, absolutely not. No. If you go to a doctor and they can't tell you how many genders there are, they need to immediately be stripped of their licenses and fired.
To it. It is invented with no actual scientific basis on hard science. There's no actual hard science for this. This is all sociology. And what sociology is basically taken over by a bunch of Karens that want to sit around and agree with each other, and they want to invent things that aren't real.
Exactly.
Just because a bunch of psychologists got together and decided something, that doesn't make it real. It doesn't.
Exactly.
This is all soft science, also known as bullshit.
People are born male and female.
Not necessarily.
Oh, for God's sake.
I think it's more complicated than
It's
that.
not more complicated,
Well,
Zach.
it's not more complicated than that if you're a TV show host who wants to make it binary and ridiculous.
Zach, you're going to have
But
to
actually,
work
if you
this
want
stuff
The
out.
only thing that's ridiculous is when you can put on your driver's license that you're an attack fucking helicopter. Come on, guy. Seriously. What are we doing?
a nuanced conversation that actually reflects.
I identify as FOFA. Oh, FOFO. Oh, it's FAFO. Sorry. FAFO.
If you want to be when I asked you,
Come on.
See, this is what they do, is they try to make an appeal to science while at the same time denying it. So actually
That's
science
right.
is very...
I identify as a billionaire.
very clear about this. And
Like-
do they want to talk about the science of IQ distribution of different races and different
I
countries?
wonder if I walked into a fucking bank and I said, I identify as a billionaire, give me all your money. You think they do it?
Absolutely not. Never let these people use your values against you. These people are the most anti-scientific, anti-fact-based people that you can possibly ever imagine. They hate science, they hate facts, they hate rationality, and they want to replace it with their argumentation that is none of those, but they want to replace it with that and then make it to where you can't criticize it. That's what they're doing. I hate this guy. I do. I hate him.
Minister. There is not a cat in hell's chance of you ever becoming Prime Minister if you don't know what a woman is.
Well, you'll see us going up in the polls. We're the most favourable party in London right now, so let's see about
Why do you
that.
start going out tomorrow with your big campaign that women can have penises?
And this also, by the way, should be the man campaign.
Yeah, that's right. You know, if I walked into a bank and said, I identify as a billionaire, give me all your money, and they like try to escort me off the premises, I could sue them. Ooh, I wonder how quickly that shit would change.
Focus against any of these people, because what I view the I don't know what a woman is, or
Like, that could be the actual, like, identification. I identify as a billionaire, give me all your money. And then whenever they escort you off the premises, and you live in a state where you can have whatever the fuck you want down in the sex section, and it says that, you can sue them and get a whole bunch of money.
I don't know how many genders there are. They are a frame of reference indicator. I've said this before, I'll go through it again. Would you trust the judgment of a person who thought that the earth was flat to make decisions for you? I would not. Why not? Well, I mean, it's just one little thing. It has no bearing on everything else. The reason why is because it indicates a lapse in judgment and a breakdown in logical argumentation and decision-making that is so extreme, so problematic, and so ridiculous.
If you go to college to become a doctor, a medical professional, EMT, firefighter, and you don't fall back on that whenever you're asked a simple question for a child or another adult, and you come up with your own ideology-pushing bullshit, you don't need to be in that position. You have been captured. Your judgment is corrupted, and you need to be fired. You can't have somebody that passes the bar letting out criminals. Oh, wait. What are we doing? Why have we allowed this? Why? The fact that you have people in Congress, right, that went Congress last year and were being asked, what is a woman? And them not answering directly what their college has taught them to say is fucking stupid. Why take these people serious? They would so quickly disenfranchise you and take your job away. Why don't we do the same to them? Why don't we do the same? Why are we wasting our time with this? Why take these people serious? People's lives depend on their knowledgeable decision, and they are making a decision based on an ideology pushing bullshit. No, absolutely not.
ridiculous that this person can't be trusted to make a decision for anything else. You can't trust a person that thinks that the earth is flat to make a logically sound decision for other things. I view the gender stuff as the exact same. If you think this, you can't be trusted to make decisions for other topics because your mental facilities, your logical reasoning is compromised to such a fundamental degree that you actually just can't be trusted.
Exactly.
Now, you might get things right occasionally, but this is an accident rather than a system. It's a belief that means nothing, or sorry, it means nothing, but it also means everything. Does that make sense? Like, there's no real consequence of this belief, but if you believe it, it means everything because it's so ridiculous it should never be seen. That's the main issue. And that's the reason why I think they need to hammer them on this issue. Absolutely make this the number one issue. Because this is something, and the reason why is because this issue is accessible to every single person. Everybody.
Go take your pills, man. Go on, go take your pills.
Everybody knows what gender is.
Weirdo.
Everybody knows what a man is. Everybody knows.
Bro, if I pull somebody up and half their comments are fucking redacted like that because of YouTube's policies, I'm like half tempted to just ban them and not even try to read what the fuck they're trying to type out, bro.
That's what a woman is. If you can't get over this, you have no business discussing economics. I'm sorry. You have no business discussing economics if you don't.
Why are you wasting my time? Hold on. Don't forget Trump. Why are you wasting my time? If you don't like what I'm saying, nobody telling you to be here. How much you getting paid to come here and talk shit? That's what I want to know. Any other sane person would have just clicked off the stream. But you still up in here chirping and saying stuff. If you don't like what I'm saying, then leave. Nobody's holding your hand to be here. So how much you getting paid to be here and push your propaganda? How much you getting paid? I don't know about, I think more or less mind my own business and let them live their lives. Is that? Oh no, we live in a free country. On this channel, it's a dictatorship. I say that quite often. I decide who gets removed from the gene pool around this bitch. If you don't like it, then go find your own goddamn channel and make your own and make money off of it. How about that? Why are you here? How much are they paying you to be here, man? Like, how much are they paying you to be here? It's a simple question. Me and you both know that you can leave anytime you want, but you still here in my comments saying stupid shit. No one's asking you to be here. Hundreds of other channels you could be watching right now. Oh. You know what the difference between you and me is? Is that I'm going to say it. And I did. Again, I'm the dictator of this channel. You may live in a free country, but on this channel, I reign supreme. My word is law.
I don't understand how many genders there are. That's it. That's your scientific ableism? Well, what do you mean by that? And what about females born with male genitals? Do they come under trans? No, they're just medical abnormalities, and they shouldn't be used in discussing topics like...
I hate that shit. That's what pisses me off to the core. They use these people, these, like, small percentage of the population of the world, as an excuse to completely derail the entire gender ideology stuff. It is bullshit. I didn't see a single person that has both genders come forward once and talk about it as if it hindered their life. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Let's move on.
Trump has given them a deadline of 8 p.m. or he will decimate.
Now, allegedly last night, they came to a ceasefire, and apparently this morning the ceasefire was over because they fucked around again and found out.
Their
I don't know what's going
civilization.
on.
So
I have no idea what's going on right now. First, we're at a ceasefire, and then we're gonna make. They wanted 2 more weeks to make a deal, and I guess Trump attacked them again. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Regime
I have no
has
idea.
responded by surrounding themselves with civilian human shields.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Remember, kiddies, we're going to the power plants for a field trip next week. I bet Trump did this on purpose. Since the war has began, when has Trump said they were going to bomb something? Not once. But the minute that Trump gave them this ultimatum, this is what happened. I think Trump did this to show the world that these people are willing to throw their own citizens at whatever America has to continue their terroristic plot. I wonder how many of these people have been forced to go to this bridge and do this at gunpoint.
As President Trump's official post stated, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want it to happen, but it probably will. But since we have a complete and total regime change, maybe something wonderful can happen. We'll find out tonight. Why does the potential beginning of World War III sound like a promo for The Bachelor? But with President Donald Trump, a reality TV military should be expected.
It's like that by design. It's a demoralization tactic. When you are at war, you need to use all the tools at your disposal.
B-52 bombers have left the UK, allegedly on their way to Iran, where everybody is echoing the 8 p.m. deadline.
But he said 8 p.m. is happening. That's what he said. He said, it is, if we get to that point, there is going to be...
He even gave a specific time. I don't think he had planned on doing it. I think he wanted to see what they were going to do. Something is going on. Something is going on.
An attack like they have not seen.
Inferring an escalation Iran has never seen.
By 8 o'clock tonight, I hope they make the right response, because what we really want is we want a world where oil and gas is flowing freely, where people can afford to heat their homes and cool their homes, where people can afford to transport themselves to work. That's not going to happen.
Fuck being morally good. You want to sit here and preach about being morally good when you're marching citizens over to targets? Trump said he was going to bomb the shit out of the infrastructure, and you march your citizens over to those targets? Fuck your morality. Don't talk to me about morality. Morality would be clearing the targets, so that way if they got struck, they didn't have to kill a bunch of people. Fuck. Don't talk to me about morality. Get the fuck out of here.
If the Iranians are engaged in
your morality bullshit falls apart immediately.
So,
don't talk to me about morality whenever you're allowing 12-year-olds to join the military.
they've got to know we've got tools in our toolkit that we so far haven't decided to use. The President of the United States can decide to use them, and he will decide to use them if the Iranians don't change their course of conduct.
As Trump had previously suggested, we will go after their infrastructure, such as bridges.
We have a plan because of the power of our military, where every bridge
bro in the wrong chat
in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again. I mean, complete demolition by 12 o'clock. And it'll happen over a period of 4 hours if we wanted to. We don't want that to happen.
And this definitely isn't what most Trump supporters voted for. But again, could this possibly be a bargaining chip? Give us what we want or get decimated, which has pitted us in a sort of game of chicken. As after hearing these threats, the Iranian regime has called for civilians, notably children, to begin building human shields around their infrastructure. And
look at that. Wow. That's crazy. You see, in America, we would be doing the opposite. We would be evacuating these buildings and areas. Because we're not terrorists, we don't need to use human shields.
outside their power plants, we're seeing walls of potential civilians, with the bridges receiving the same, but even the kids are asked to be there. So why exactly would they do this?
Women and children are being recruited or forced in front of those power plants in protest of President Trump. And reminder, many of them, most of them, do not have access to the internet or any form of communication.
As sadly, we don't know what they've been told. Are they being forced into supporting the regime? Do they even know of the incoming potential bombing? Or are they just being used as a human sacrifice to win the war of PR? Since they know Trump can't back away midway through this war, so best they can do is get him removed from within America. And that's exactly what's happening as a Democrat.
Maybe Trump did this to show Congress members what these people are willing to do with their civilians. So that way the next time Trump wants to strike them, he can just do it. Maybe this was like a show of what these people are willing to do to maintain their regime to the congressmen that have their doubts about this. I haven't yet once heard Trump say he was like, you remember Maduro? That shit just happened. Just happened overnight. Not once did he say he was going to do it. Same thing with the Israel and America strikes with Epic Fury and Roar of the Lion. Not once did he announce it. This is some kind of tactic they're using. I don't know what it is, but I hope it works in their favor.
Are rallying against him with the 25th Amendment.
If the United States Congress has any life left in it, every member of Congress...
Keep advocating for America to leave, because the literal day that America leaves, there's a 50-50 chance that Israel will be nuking Iran. If you think that Israel is going to allow Iran, the IRGC, to continue sending ICBMs into their cities, you're fucking cracked, bro. You're cooked. It's not going to be... America's been holding Israel back with how much we've been tactically targeting all their infrastructure. If you think America leaving this war is going to do a damn thing, you're crazy. You're crazier than I thought.
And Senator must be calling for Trump's removal today based on the 25th Amendment. He's threatening the entire destruction of a civilization. He is calling Iranians animals. He is showing a...
Yeah? I mean, based? I'm sorry, but if you have to line up people in front of your infrastructure to keep a different country from blowing it up, you're kind of a fucking animal. I mean, let's be honest here. We don't have to do that.
Total disregard for the humanity of people in Iran, in Gaza, in Cuba. This is a moral crime. It is a war crime. We need to be demanding that Congress convene today, and we need to be invoking the 25th Amendment.
But his judgment on presidential capability basically means nothing.
Well, the president has said that age is a fair issue. I've seen the president twice in the last 2 weeks. I've had conversation with him. He's completely mentally sharp when we were discussing the Middle East.
And again, this is just empty political posturing, as the 25th Amendment would only temporarily pass the presidential powers to the VP. And even though JD seems a bit less boisterous about destroying an entire civilization overnight.
Who gives a fuck if it's a war crime? What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? You want to go up against America's 1.2 million soldiers? You want to go up against the 19 B-2 bombers? What are you gonna do about it? Don't talk to me about no war crime. The war crime is using carpet bombs in fucking Israel. Fuck you on about? War crime.
Against
you know who enforces war crimes? America. That's who enforces war
destroying
crimes.
their entire civilization overnight. But it's just interesting to note how many American politicians are quick to call out.
I guess that means the IRGC is gonna have to do something about it if it's a war crime. Uh-oh! I guess they can't.
These potential war crimes while simultaneously ignoring their war crimes.
Yeah, the whole world's been impacted, unfortunately, because Iran is violating every law known by striking commercial vessels in the Straits of Hormuz, and it's a big problem for the world. I mean, this is a regime.
I didn't even realize that was a war crime. Yeah, that makes sense.
Believe in laws, rules, or anything like that. It's a state-sponsored
It's just bullshit. The entire time that Israel and America was bombing the fuck out of them, they were crying that Trump wasn't going to the peace talking table. Gave them 2 weeks prior to the continued bombing of their country. And now that we're at the peace table, they're trying to do peace talks, they still just don't get it. They still just don't want to get it.
Probably why many Iranians are celebrating his actions.
Thank you! Thank you!
It's sad that he has to go to a different country in order to get any praise. Really. Whenever you capture the president of a different country or the dictator of a foreign country, and the people there are cheering for your name, praising you, and then you've got protesters in New York that have counter-protesters that are actual Venezuelans asking those protesters, who are you? You can't come back from that, bro. I'm sorry, but what any credibility you had is gonzo. When you got these people praising Trump, whatever credibility there is for a protest to this, I don't give a fuck. Bomb the IRGC more. Free these people.
Thank you!
Even directly citing Trump himself. Even though they still risk being ended by the existing Iranian regime. And even though it seems like this is the...
Yeah, where was the moral there? I didn't see a whole lot of moral with that. That's crazy. But you want to get in my comments and talk to me about moral.
Even though they still risk being ended by the existing Iranian regime. And even though it seems like this is the right thing to do, most Americans voted for Trump over the promise of no new wars. But almost immediately, we've been thrust into a potential World War III, or maybe not the big one, more of a World War Tokyo Drift side story. But there is a possibility this was all done over something beyond our comprehension, as we're not privy to everything our military sees. So I'll still try to have cautious optimism, but not blind support like when Trump said he won in 2021. They were going to release the Kraken of evidence, and that was a nothing burger. They were going to release the Kraken on steroids, and that was another nothing burger. No, sometimes Trump fails, and we can call him out on it. As there's this long 10-minute explanation of what may be happening, briefly recapped in a possibly AI synopsis.
He's fighting an unwinnable
Are they
war.
mad? What's the matter? Is the UN mad? Get mad. Do something about it. Do something about it, motherfucker. Sucks to suck. Get mad. I don't care. Still not gonna fuck with America. Got the biggest military and the richest country in the world. You're not gonna fuck with us. Suck it up. Get used to it.
In Iran. He's threatening to invade with ground troops. He's pissing off NATO by
Cry about it, bitch about it, mauled about it, and we'll keep bombing terrorists.
threatening Greenland. The world will run out of oil by mid-April. The global economy is about to collapse. Trump looks like the worst president in history. But here's the thing. Oil isn't rare. Venezuela has the world's largest reserves. Canada has massive reserves. United States has massive reserves. Trump just took over Venezuela in January.
I love that these people are trying to sit up in my comments. Why is this in a gaming room? Is this mom's brought? I don't even know what the fuck you're saying. Most of your comments have been redacted and held for review by YouTube. So I'm going to do YouTube a favor. I'm just going to ban you. Who's next? Wade is LMAFO. Wade is Matt. I don't even know what you're saying, dude. The least y'all can do is learn how to structure proper sentences. I mean, if you're going to come in and talk shiz in somebody's comments, you should at least learn how to speak, like, in proper. You should be able to form, like, actual, like, words. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the way, if you're new here, sub to the channel, hit like on the stream, helps out with the views. If you're a reoccurring person, please still hit like on the streams, helps out with the views. W viewers. Looks like anybody can be a political commentator nowadays. What do you think about Trump pardoning a bunch of people involved in the white-collar crimes? We can't forget about the Epstein files, bro. I just don't even wanna. I just don't wanna. Remember, Iran can't. Iran has their own Epstein files. They're called marriage licenses. Who speaks in sentence fragments? And you're just banned, idiot. Bye. Rock back and forth to self-soothe. Anybody else want to just get into the comments and... Oh, thanks for the 100 jewels, by the way. Or the 2 jewels, sorry. Thank you for the 2 jewels. That's the point of free speech. Anyone can comment. Bro only uses a... based and invalid and unsound logic. So, what the fuck are you even talking about? What you're saying is so dumb. I don't even know what you're saying. Based on invalid and... what the fuck does that even mean? Based on invalid and unsound logic. Invalid and unsound logic? Go read? Get banned, dumbass. Bye. Maybe you should learn how to read. I'm no virgin to YouTube censorship, young and immature. Man, the trolls are out, huh? They sent an aircraft carrier limping back to port. Enlist, stop. Oh, another third worlder. We'll just ban you so that way I don't have to deal with your nonsense. I like your profile picture, though. Auto fail right there. Go to the Leering Center. That one's kind of funny. I kind of like that. Sorry, but you really don't have freedom of speech on this platform. USA, you could stay. You can stay. You're fine. Happens when everything this is what happens when everything's given to you. I love this comment so much. Man, oh man. I love people that get into my chat, have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. They have no idea what they're talking about. I love it.
You see where this is going? If Trump closes the Strait of Hormuz by fighting Iran, the Middle East oil stops flowing. But North America, still pumping. Suddenly, Europe, China, Japan, South Korea, they all need American oil.
Structure proper sentences from a genius wearing headphones over a hoodie. Imagine that I'm gonna report you. You're gonna get reported for that. podcast from his mom's basement. So my mom's dead. I don't even know where you're going with that. My mom is dead. I don't have a basement in Houston, Texas. They don't have any. Also, I'm wearing headphones because these hurt my ears. So I have headphones and a hoodie. The hoodie helps my ears not hurt. That's what I mean. Like, I could sit here and explain to each individual dumbass that gets in my comments, or I could just permaban them and move on with my day and sleep better. Because a lot of the people that show up here every day know full well the reasons why everything that I do has a reason behind it. There's a reason. Like,
oil. Not just oil, fertilizer too.
If you're too goddamn stupid and your attention span is too small to understand that, I can't help you, man. There's nothing that I'm gonna say that's gonna make your attention span longer than the fucking length of a fork. Okay? Like, I'm sorry. There's nothing that I'm gonna say to you.
Nitrogen for food production comes from the Middle East. Trump is making the entire world dependent on resources he controls.
Now, if this is all a 4D chess move, it's huge.
You know, you got a point there. If Epstein was from Iran, he probably would have been a prophet. You're probably right, bro. Like, low key, bro just struck a nerve there. He's probably right, man. Oops, sorry about that. I hate it when that happens. He's probably right. Like, I gotta feed the trolls, man. We gotta make sure the food is plentiful. You know why? Because whether they like it or not, they're content for me. That's the best part. If you're new here, please sub to the channel. Please sub to the channel. We also have channel membership. Check out the channel membership. Hit like on the stream. Likes on the stream help bring more trolls in, so that way we can do to them what they try to do to our jobs, which is demoralize them, make them feel like shit, and then ban them. And in the instance that you actually had a job, it would be termination. So, yeah.
For Trump,
W viewers, by the way,
of American prosperity, or this is just pure, uncut Colombian grade.
Trump is completely cooking, by the way.
Hey, we may be bombing civilians.
No. I would like to make the announcement that these people are not huffing copium. They are huffing their own farts. They have a gas tube attached to their ass, and it's coming straight out of their ass into their face. I will not degrade the copium smokers for the fart sniffers. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And to be quite frank, that's probably every person that I've banned on this channel. Coping so hard they crying.
Getting in a 2-decade-long ground war, but trust the process. This is just this year's version of 15 days to slow the spread. But I guess all we can do is sit and wait, pray for the best, and take the wins where we can. Because if anything, the fact that we can't even run our bombing missions through Europe.
I'm gonna report you. Because that's a racist comment. Boop. There you go, buddy.
Europe, we gotta go around them, is bringing up theories that many of those countries have brokered secret deals with Iran against America, as our Secretary of War notices this and points it out.
And as far as NATO's concerned, that's a decision that
If YouTube is your source of income, then what are you without it? Answer me. I'm a firefighter. I'll go and retake the courses that I took in in fucking college and become a firefighter again. Saving people's lives instead of advocating for terrorism in somebody else's chat. Because that's what you're doing. You see, whenever I wasn't doing this, I was a firefighter. Putting out fires and doing CPR on people. Helping a community that wasn't mine, having to drive 45 minutes away from where I lived. As a first responder, Opening up cars like a fucking beer can. Saving people's lives. That's what I'd be doing. That's it? Ha ha. What? What, are you shocked by that? I answered you. That's all you got to say? That it? No, I'm not shocked. The fuck does that even mean? Maybe it's because I'm trying to read these as if they're like a full fucking sentence. No, I'm not shocked. I just don't know where these people come from, bro.
It'll be
I
left
don't get
to the
it.
president, but I'll just
I don't
say,
get it.
a lot has been laid bare. A lot has been shown to the world about what our allies would be willing to do for the United States.
Well, you should stick around. By the way, to any new people watching this, I'm here every day. I even streamed on Easter. I'm here all 7 days, every single morning from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. All 7 days, right here in this seat, shit talking people, pulling people up, talking about politics, gaming, watching police cams, doing it all. Please sub to the channel, show up, hit like on the streams, comment on the videos, like people's comments on the videos if they're not stupid. Show up. We here every day. Check out the channel membership. I got exclusive emotes. I do all the editing myself. If something happens to YouTube, I also stream on Rumble, Twitter, Twitch, Kick. I upload to Rumble, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Rumble. I think that's everything. I do it all myself. I don't have anybody to help me. It's just me. So,
America, when we undertake an
if you miss a stream, don't worry about it. It's up on every platform, including YouTube.
On behalf of the free world, these are missiles that don't even range the United States of America. They range allies and others, and yet when we ask for additional assistance or simple access spacing and overflight, we get questions or roadblocks or hesitations.
And the president will not forget.
I learned about NATO. NATO won't be there if we ever have the big one. You know what I mean by the big one?
How's it going,
We never
Allison?
have the big one. Hopefully we won't.
As America would likely be criticized for backing out of NATO, but not as much if NATO backed out of backing us first. And most MAGA Americans would agree we should have stopped supplementing the defense of Europe years ago. Not because we're against them or anything, but because world security shouldn't be the American taxpayers' responsibility. So if you appreciate the defense of Europe years ago, not because we're against them or anything, but because world security shouldn't be the American taxpayers' responsibility.
Exactly. They should be paying us to do that shit. W Decoy. W Decoy. His name's just Decoy now. W Decoy. W. See, everybody gets it. Everybody understands it. Why is it that we got the biggest military in the world, and we are being forced to pay more into NATO and the protection of these other? They should be paying us. And they damn sure shouldn't be questioning us if we're having to attack a bunch of fucking terrorists that have killed thousands of people for 47 years. Bro, Hitler would be rolling over in his grave, blushing, knowing how many people this terroristic regime has killed. And there's even talk that they experimented on some of those protesters. Fuck no, bro. You get no sympathy from me. Nah, bro. Hell nah.
We begin this morning with a Fox News alert. Right now, we are standing by as Vice President J.D. Vance is expected to speak in Hungary any moment following the U.S.-Iran ceasefire.
President Trump calling it a big day of world peace after Iran agreed to a 2-week pause in the fight.
Hold on. It looks like the ceasefire is holding.
And we now go to Trey Ying standing by in Tel Aviv. Hi, Trey.
Dana, good morning. Reports indicate that at least 2 vessels have passed through the Strait of Hormuz today, the first ships to make this journey since the ceasefire went into an effect. Now,
I think they realized, I think that's why they roached out the IRGC and the regime, is because they knew that America was going to bomb those bridges and power plants anyway. I think they moved those people there thinking that it would stop America from bombing them. And I think they came to the realization that a lot of people were about to die. Genuinely.
It really was an 11th hour agreement down to the wire and announced by President Trump on Truth Social shortly after the Iranians released a statement. And then in the hours later, we're launching ballistic missiles at Israel. Here's what it looked like in Tel Aviv overnight. What you just saw there was an Iranian ballistic missile with a cluster warhead. Those
There was somebody else. Not you. It was somebody else. This one. You've been saying some weird stuff. NATO not fit for today's purpose. No cause Iran need it. They don't get turn. Mid a war with men, LOL. NATO dismantle it. I agree. Eagles crying for kitty monsters. Here, can you leave? F, great, love it. A full Europe polling, right, great. Fighting terrorism with Trump. Like an eat you eagle. I would assume that you're from a different country. A lot of your English is broken up, but I'm not seeing anything that's going to get you suspended or like, banned out of here. So far, you should be fine. Yeah, you should be fine. I think I was just misunderstanding. You're fine.
bomblets raining down.
As long as you're not calling people names and you're not being a dickhead in the comments, dude, you're not gonna get suspended. I mean, not suspended, but banned up from the comments. You should be. You can have an opposing opinion, but don't try to go crazy with it. You know what I'm saying?
Largest city of Tel Aviv.
Just be friendly.
This came after
That's
the
all I'm
ceasefire
asking.
was announced by President Trump, and an indication that it will take time to get this agreement in place.
The Strait of Hormuz should be opened. It should be opened already. Oh shoot! How did that even happen?
Since the overnight hours, fire has stopped toward Israel, but the Iranians are still targeting Gulf countries with drones and missiles. Kuwait says both ballistic missiles and drones targeted facilities there. The UAE, similar reports. As this is taking place, we're also following reports out of an Iranian island called Lavan, where an oil refinery was targeted early this morning with airstrikes. New images here from the Iranian capital of Tehran show protesters, pro-regime demonstrators in the streets of the city early this morning, calling for the destruction of the United States. They chant death to America and death to Israel, some holding photos of Iran's former supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, and others burning American flags. I do want to shift your attention to Lebanon, where today the Israeli military, after the ceasefire went into effect, launched dozens of airstrikes, more than 100 according to the IDF, targeting not just the southern part of Beirut, but a variety of targets across the country.
All they got is them flags, boys. They know damn good and well that while they're burning our flags, we're burning their infrastructure.
Health officials say hundreds were wounded in those strikes that took place. Now, Bill and Dana, as all of this is happening, the region is waiting to see.
I love how they keep making. I long for the day And I would be very mad at Trump if we left and we actually made a peace deal with them. I'm not going to lie. I want to see the complete regime change. But I do long for the day that America is forced to leave. And then Israel continues to bomb the shit out of them. And I want to see that tweet that Trump's going to say, well, you made peace with us, but you didn't with them.
The ceasefire will hold, and they look at the post from President Trump on Truth Social about Iran's uranium enrichment. Israeli officials say to them that is the most important item on the agenda for negotiations. Guys?
Trey Yanks, thank you.
So, Dana, on the board now, I want to go back to the Truth Social that was posted about 90 minutes ago, and I'll just come down to this last line. The United States offered a 15-point resolution. The Iranians have a 10-point counter solution. We'll get that in a moment here, resolution, I should say. Many of the 15 points have already been agreed to. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So that's the position of the United States. Come on over here. We'll let you know what they're saying out of Tehran. 10-point peace proposal. The first three are significant. We'll see how far they go, right? Non-aggression guarantee on behalf of the United States. That might be a non-starter. Iranian control of the Strait of Hormuz. That's considered by many to be international waters. Acceptance of the uranium enrichment. We already know that is a non-starter on behalf of the United States. The next 2 points, 4 and 5, deal with sanctions relief from the United States.
We good? We having troubles? No? Smooth something. Mine does that. I did have a little drop in frame. It was like 0.2%. I don't even know when it happened, but I saw a little bit of frame droppage.
States and also the UN. Points 6 and 7 also deal with some of the resolutions that have come out of the United Nations with regard to its nuclear program, including the IAEA. Keep in mind, in the end, if you get to a peaceful resolution, who are the inspectors going into Iran? Will this administration demand that these inspectors represent, in part, this administration, meaning they must be American inspectors? We'll see whether or not the Iranians go for that eventually. Point number 8, compensation for the war damage. They want reparations already. Point number 9, withdraw all U.S. forces from the region. And point number 10, ceasefire on all fronts. That would include Lebanon, which we already know has not been a part of this based on the Israeli strikes in places like Beirut overnight.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch
there was a little bit of a
streaming
frame
now
drop
on Fox One.
There's a little frame drop. Not much, though, thankfully.
So, any minute, the Pentagon is expected to give an update on Operation Epic Fury. Now, this comes just hours after President Trump announcing that the U.S. and Iran have agreed to a 2-week ceasefire, with the first ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz. And moments ago, President Trump posting, quote, the United States will work closely with Iran, which have determined has gone through what will be a very productive regime change. There will be no enrichment of uranium. And the United States will, working with Iran, dig up and remove all of the deeply buried B-2 bomber nuclear dust. It is now and has been under very exacting satellite surveillance, Space Force. Nothing has been touched from the date of the attack. We are and will be talking tariff and sanction relief with Iran. Many of the 15 points have been already agreed to. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Here to discuss former
Man, that's a mistake, man.
Trump administration ambassador
Trying to make a deal. Dude, they just going to do the same thing in 4 years.
and coordinator for counterterrorism, Nathan Sells. So, Nathan, at the beginning of the show, I went through those 15 points, and it concerned me that we hadn't gotten any agreement, and we put them on the big board right here for the audience to see.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't understand why it is that Trump is continuing to try and make deals with this regime. This regime is just going to wait until Trump is out of power and continue trying to make nukes. And what are we doing?
But the
what are we
president
doing?
is saying that behind the scenes, they have gotten Iran to agree.
Anything less than full regime change is unacceptable and a waste of and it was a waste. Complete waste.
Some of those points. What's your reaction?
Well, Lawrence, great to see you. I think the two sides, based on their public statements, it seems like they're still pretty far apart. You know, the statement the president has put out with our 15 points, you know, those haven't changed from day one. No nuclear enrichment, no nuclear weapons program, and so on. What the Iranians have said publicly is just a complete fantasy list of concessions that they think the United States is somehow going to agree to. And I've got news for you. Those are all dead on arrival. We're not going to pay reparations. We're not going to agree to Iran controlling the Strait of Hormuz. We're not going to withdraw our forces from across the Middle East. So I don't know if the Iranians are serious about that, or if that is the sort of thing you have to say to save face with domestic audiences. Time will tell. These negotiations are going to kick off fairly soon in Pakistan, it seems, and we'll get a sense then of how far apart the two sides actually are.
Well, and if they break it's only a ceasefire. This is not an end.
Yeah, 5 weeks of winning. That's right. Damn straight. 5 weeks of winning. You have to keep in mind that these people wanted to come to the bargaining table for us. We didn't. I mean, shit. They were releasing press conferences saying that we were the ones in bad faith. Shit. Sounded to me like they was pretty desperate.
I mean, how many ceasefires did we go through with Hamas and Israel? So if they break it, then I guess we bomb our hearts off, as the president would say.
Yo, W Fox News guy. This guy is so funny. Dude, I love this dude. He's awesome.
As the president said, all of this is contingent upon Iran reopening the Strait of Hormuz. So let's see if they actually follow through on their commitment, because if they don't, if they've breached the agreement already, the United States is not going to be bound to follow the terms of the ceasefire. And notice, overnight, the Iranians launched a number of attacks on the UAE, on Israel, and Kuwait. So maybe this is the sort of thing that happens when word filters down to the frontline commanders, hey guys, hit the brakes on this. But maybe this is a sign that the Iranians are not actually serious about committing to the ceasefire.
Okay, the president also talking new tariffs. He said a country supplying military weapons to Iran.
Why they keep doing the ceasefire BS? Like, come on.
Will be immediately tariffed on any and all goods sold to the United States of America. 50% effective immediately. There will be no exclusion or exemptions. What do you make of that?
Well, Lawrence, let's be clear about what countries the president has in mind there. Who is selling arms?
China and Russia. Probably Korea.
Arms to Iran. It's our enemies, China and it's Russia. Yeah. So like those three countries have formed an axis of resistance.
Damn, I'm good. Holy shit. Man, I need to be one of those so-called experts too. Shit.
Against the United States. They want to knock the United States down from our leadership role in the world and displace us. So they're working together. For us to tariff Russia is probably not going to have a huge economic impact on Russia. We don't buy anything from them, not that much. It's a third world economy with oil. China, on the other hand, should be watching this very closely because we do have really extensive trading ties with China. And they've been selling apparently not very good military kit to the Iranians. Of course, it was no problem for us to degrade and defeat it, but watch very carefully.
It's not about the followers. I just said the three countries that have been supplying Iran, and I don't even know who the fuck this is. This is, I guess this is an ambassador? Nathan Sales? I don't even know who the hell this is. And I knew immediately what the hell he was going to say.
How China reacts to this threat. Are they going to step back from their military commitment and selling dual-use capabilities along with military capabilities to the mullahs?
Nate, I only have a few seconds left, but do you think the American public, and I want to respect people and gas prices. I understand people being impacted by that. People are living paycheck to paycheck in parts of America. Iran's stated goal was to put pressure on the president when it came down to the gas prices. Do you think we could have given the president some more room in that area?
Hard to say, Lawrence. My sense is that the president was able to offer this ceasefire because his military commanders were telling him,
how's it going, Steel Dirk? It's Derek. Derek. Why the hell did I say Dirk? Fuck that even come from? I think you're right. I think that they should just bomb the shit out of them, try to save as many people as they can, and then help them rebuild their infrastructure once the IRGC has been removed from power. There's not a world where we're going to live in where these people don't the IRGC, not the Iranians that don't want to be under this rule anymore, the IRGC, don't immediately go back to making bombs the second that Trump is no longer in power.
Finish the job. We completed the war plan, and so there's not a whole lot left for us to do on the military front. But that's just a guess.
Copy that. Nathan Sells, thank you, sir.
W. Fox.
Thanks, Lawrence.
So in just a few hours, the Pentagon will provide an update on Operation Epic Fury as President Trump reveals a ceasefire between Iran has now been reached.
The commander-in-chief posting in part, quote, "I agree to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. This will be a double-sided ceasefire. The reason for doing so is that we have already met and exceeded all military objectives and are very far along with a definitive agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran and peace in the Middle East. We received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis on which to negotiate."
The president says this marks a big day for world peace, revealing the next steps for the region. Quote, "The United States of America will be helping with the traffic buildup in the Strait of Hormuz. There will be lots of positive action. Big money will be made. Iran can..."
Whose mom's basement did scroll to? Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Look at that. Oh man. Not no.
Start the reconstruction process. We'll be loading up with supplies of all kinds and just hanging around in order to make sure that everything goes well.
Here to break down the latest peace proposal is Chief Foreign Correspondent.
Man, the amount of fart sniffers up in here is crazy. Iran made Trump look like a fool? What the hell kind of bro, whatever you're taking, I need some of that. Whatever you're taking, I need me some of that. You made this account 3 months ago. Are you even an adult? Kyle Larson? I don't even think you're going to say anything of substance. I just don't. I just don't even think you're going to say anything of like substance at all.
Trey Yinks live in Tel Aviv. Good morning, Trey.
Yeah, hey, Lawrence, good morning. It was truly the 11th hour down to the wire when President Trump announced this ceasefire agreement shortly after the Iranians put out a statement matching the president's and then proceeded to launch missiles and drones at Gulf countries and U.S. ally Israel. Here's what it looked like in Tel Aviv after the ceasefire was announced.
Man, oh man, there sure is a lot of you. This guy is still grifting, LOL. How am I grifting? Do you even know what grifting is? Do you know what the definition of grifting is? Would not be the country it is without having mass immigration to feed its industrial growth. What the fuck? Nah, bruh. America is the way it is because of our veterans. Wouldn't be no goddamn land if we didn't have veterans to protect it. Wouldn't be no goddamn land. What the hell you talking about? We'd all be speaking German right now. The fuck? Bro's cooked. Bro's cooked, man. Bro's cooked. Immigration, dude. Fuck the immigration. I don't care. Think I give a fuck about that? Fuck no. Deport them. If they're illegal, deport their ass. American soldiers who died and bled to secure this country's freedom is the reason why this land is the way it is today. Not no damn immigrant. I don't know where the fuck y'all be pulling that bullshit from. Wouldn't be no goddamn U.S. without without veterans. Wouldn't be no damn no fucking difference of opinion in the comments if it wouldn't be for American veterans, soldiers that secured this country's freedom. Ain't no damn immigrant built this country. Soldiers did. Soldiers that were willing to do whatever it took to win. Soldiers that had to climb over their own friends and families that died on the battlefield to continue pushing forward and take down Hitler's buzzsaws. Those are the people that built this country. Not no damn immigrant. Immigrants didn't do shit. They came here and took American jobs. Those jobs should have been for Americans.
What you just saw there was an Iranian ballistic missile with a cluster warhead, those bomblets raining down
How's it going,
on Israel's
fearless
second
leader?
largest city of Tel Aviv. This came after the ceasefire was announced by President Trump and an indication that it will take time to get this agreement in place.
Oh yeah, if y'all new here, sub to the channel. We're here every day. Every single day I'm here. 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Talking shit to people, calling people out, and reacting to everything that's going on in the world. Everything. Every single day.
Now, since the overnight hours, the
Central
fire
Time.
has stopped toward Israel but has continued toward Gulf countries. The agreement, in part, appears to be holding, but we're looking now at the details of this
And I
deal.
ain't going nowhere. If they suspend me on a platform, I got 3 other to take its place. You'll never get rid of the Hydra. You ain't getting rid of me.
Wall Street Journal reports on Iran's proposed plan that includes 10 separate points. Some of them include the U.S. guaranteeing a non-aggression pact with Iran, continuing Iran's control over the Strait of Hormuz, acceptance that Iran can enrich uranium for its nuclear program, removal of all primary sanctions on Iran, removal of secondary sanctions, an end of all UN Security Council resolutions against Iran, an end to the IAEA's resolutions on Iran's nuclear program, compensation, payment for Iran.
This list is laughable. Bro, what the fuck? Ceasefire on all fronts, including Israel's conflict with Hezbollah? This is literally not doable. Israel would sooner fight America than to ceasefire with you with Hezbollah. Why would Iran be trying to help a terrorist organization like Hezbollah? Why do you think? Why do you think? Like, let's think about this for 5 seconds. They want to sit there and say they're not funding terrorism all over the Middle East. Then why the fuck do you care about what Hezbollah's doing? That's interesting.
And it's war damage.
You would sooner march your citizens to the bridges and the power plants that Trump was threatening to strike than to defund Hezbollah and to allow more Hezbollah soldiers die. That's interesting. That's an interesting concept, isn't it?
Withdrawal of U.S. forces from the region and a ceasefire on all fronts. Those are a number of points that are not going to be reached, and the next 2 weeks are going to be critical as negotiators try to hammer this out. Now, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu posted a statement on X overnight agreeing with the president about the ceasefire, saying Israel also supports the U.S. effort to ensure that Iran no longer poses a nuclear, missile, and terror threat to America, Israel, Iran's Arab neighbor.
Why the fuck does America care about Israel or Iran in the first place, buddy? I don't give a fuck about Israel. Fuck Israel. I don't give a fuck about Iran either. Fuck Iran. When you've got a race of people screaming death to Americans, and they're capturing our soldiers and making somebody like Obama send over planes of money, trying to make nukes so that way they can bomb everybody they fucking see that doesn't want to go under their reign of terrorism, fuck you, enjoy the missiles. To hell with you. That's exactly what I think. A lot of people are like, oh, we should go after North Korea when we're done with it. No, I don't care about North Korea. They're not screaming death to Americans. They're doing their own thing on the ass end of the planet. I don't give a fuck about them. I care about the people that are screaming death of America. Those are the people I care about. The people that have been capturing and killing Americans and soldiers for 47 years, those are the people I want. I want gone. I want gonzo. Those are the people. The people that are funding fuck was that? No. What the fuck? That was weird. The fuck? Legitimately, I don't even know what the fuck I was saying. I was saying something.
Neighbors and the world. The 2-week ceasefire does not include
It came
Lebanon.
through my headphones.
We're also getting a look inside of Iran today, where pro-government demonstrators gathered and chanted in the streets of the Iranian capital here in Tehran. They chanted death to America, death to Israel. They were burning U.S. flags and chanting victory in the aftermath of this nearly 40-day war that erupted in the region with the beginning of Operation
Man, you gotta be on some special kind of shit.
Epic Fury. So right now, the entire world looking
Their
at
entire regime was wiped out twice.
is 2 weeks to see if some of these details can be worked out for a ceasefire agreement, but it is a delicate moment in the region and a lot of moving parts.
Man.
Guys?
Trey, so you obviously were reporting there on strikes that were still coming into Israel. There are reports that strikes are still happening in the region. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, this morning there were reports of explosions on 2 Iranian islands and at least one.
You know why Trump's not leveling out Russia? Because Russia got nukes. That's why. Russia got nukes. And you know what the difference between Russia and this country is? This Iran country? The difference is that Russia's not screaming death to Americans, not capturing soldiers and having to do cash fucking deliveries every other week because of a new POW that the terrorists have acquired in their country, which is a new soldier. That's why. I don't give a fuck about Russia. Russia's got their own problem with the Ukraine. They're losing ground to a bunch of freedom fighters with broomsticks and fucking doorknob grenades. I don't give a fuck about Russia. Russia's currently got their own problems. What I got a problem with is a country that says that they don't have the ability to make nukes. They don't want to make nukes, yet they're sitting there making nukes at 90, have uranium at 90% capacity, and then they start launching ICBMs because they're getting their asses handed to them so fucking hard that they have to bring out what they were hiding, which was ICBMs, because they were trying to make nukes and attach, instead of normal warheads, they were trying to attach nuclear warheads onto those ICBMs. Anyone with eyes can tell what they were trying to do. No, that's what I got a problem with. Maybe don't scream death to America and then try to make nukes that violate peace treaties. How about that?
Off the coast of Iran, an indication that the United States or Israel is still conducting airstrikes against the Iranian regime. But it also comes amid new incoming fire toward Gulf countries.
And you know what'll happen if this regime doesn't change? The same thing that's been happening for 47 years. They're just going to wait for the president to leave office. Then they're going to go right back to making it again. And we're going to be right back in the same damn boat with a bunch of terrorists trying to make fucking nuclear weapons to terrorize the entire world. The minute we bombed Iran, they immediately attacked all their allies. The fuck kind of country does that? They are marching their own citizens over to power plants and bridges when Trump said he was going to bomb them. You don't reason with these people. There's no way.
Kuwait and the UAE have reported dozens of ceasefire violations. We're talking about drones and missiles being launched over the Persian Gulf toward these countries. And so it raises questions about if this ceasefire is actually in place, if this is an issue of getting the command down to some of these lower IRGC officials in the south of the country. But what we have seen in the aftermath of that announcement by President Trump is a variety of ceasefire violations by the Iranians that has included ballistic missile fire toward.
No one say nothing. No one say nothing. I want this person. I want to make myself feel good. Hold on. How old do you think I am? How old do you think I am? I just need to hear the number. I got to put some flex. You know what I'm saying? Like, how old do you think I am? How old do you think this physique is? Ooh. How old do you think I am? No, nothing. I'll give you till 10:36. Not 47. I'm 31. I'm 31, bruh. Yeah? I'm 31. Exactly. Because if you're gonna get into my comments and say that I'm a kid that doesn't know what I'm talking about, the least you could do is know my age. That's the least you could do. You know what I'm saying? My dad's house. That's a good one. Living at my dad's house. This is an apartment. My mom is dead. And I told my dad at the age of 6 that I never wanted to see him again. Because he was an alcoholic pill popper that got his ass beat by my mom. He's pussy ass bitch. Yet another person that has no idea what they're talking about down in my comments trying to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh man, the hypocrisy's strong today, boys. It's strong.
Israel and drone and cruise missile attacks toward Gulf countries.
So, Trey, speak to the enriched uranium. It still remains a key issue in all of this. What are you hearing?
Yeah, I've been talking with Israeli officials this morning, and they have been relatively quiet, simply responding.
If you're wrong about getting in my comments telling me that I live with my mom or my parents in a basement, I live in Houston. There's no basements in Houston. I live in an apartment. What do you think the likelihood is that that anyone in my comments that's been here constantly, because I'm here all 7 days, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time, by the way, sub to the channel, is going to believe a single damn thing you say whenever out of the gate, you're immediately trying to disprove what I'm saying because I'm young, so therefore I have no opinion. How is anybody out of the gate supposed to immediately trust what you're saying when you come into a comment section and then you just start spewing nonsense? The least you could do is watch for a little bit and then try to get a little bit of information. You going based off of appearance, nobody's going to take you serious. You know why? Because instead of you coming into my comments and attacking my argument and calling out the argument, you want to attack and disenfranchise me because of how I look and sound. It won't work here. That's why.
We need to get the job done. They raise a lot of questions about Iran's enriched uranium and questions about if this will be able to.
Where'd it go? I saw it. Thank you, Daniela. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day as well. W-based commenter. Where'd it go? Crashing out on chat. Go watch Ben Shapiro. Texas give you a firearm when you move there. I wish they did. I mean, I feel like if I move to Texas and I'm 18, I should be given like a gun on principle. Like, let's be honest. Like, who here wants a free gun? I know I damn sure do. I need another one for my collection. Houston, I hope you own firearms. I do. I own 3 of them. And they're all within arm's reach. And I always carry. Always, brother. Damn, he's gone now. I don't know where he's at. I saw somebody say something really dumb. And I can't find him. Needs a haircut. What? I mean, why is the gas price so high? Where are your eyebrows? What about the mass shooters at schools? Ugh. Ugh. What a nasty bitch. Ugh. Ugh. I don't want to look at you. Oh! Ah! Thank you for getting the God good. W, life of script. W. By the way, if you cancel your subscription like the other guy did, I'll perma you. Hey guys, I don't care what's going on in your life. If you guys get shipped off to the military, make sure you got that bad boy on renew. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure it's on renew. Every little bit helps. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not going to perma you. I'm kidding.
They pointed out that nothing has changed from the early days of Operation Epic Fury. And you'll remember U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff talking about how the Iranians first entered into negotiations before this war began, saying that they had enough highly enriched uranium to create 11 nuclear...
Yo, that's a good one. I identify as a ghost. You can't see me.
bombs. Israeli officials are asking, where is that enriched uranium? And if the United States believes that as a result of these 2 weeks, they'll be able to get a deal that addresses this nuclear threat. One official said, we don't want Iran to turn into North Korea. And there are serious questions that still remain about the ability to secure that highly enriched uranium, the main reason that this operation began.
Trey, there are two things in the 10-point proposal that are really the biggest red flags, according to all the articles I've read and according to us. Number one is the acceptance of the enrichment. They want to continue to enrich uranium. We can never allow them to do that. In fact, we want to go in and try to get that enriched uranium.
I don't want their enriched uranium. Bomb it. Radiate the site. Make the radiation levels there go so high that they can't touch it for 100 years. That's what you need to do with these sites. Make these sites uninhabitable. That's what you need to do.
That is buried
You know why?
underground.
Because what's going to end up happening is they're just going to make another facility and get this uranium out of the ground somewhere else. We all know what's going to happen. They've been playing this ball game for 47 fucking years. 47 years they've been doing this. They have prolonged all these peace talks through the entirety of most presidents' campaigns. This has to end.
So, but then I'm reading that the original 10-point proposal had the acceptance of enrichment in Farsi, in the Farsi version. But then, for some unknown reason, that phrase was missing in the English version that was shared by the Iranian diplomats to journalists. The second thing that is of concern, or biggest concern, is Iran wants control of the Strait of Hormuz. They never had control of the strait.
Look at this shit. They get their asses absolutely fucking handed to them. Guarantee no further attacks on Iran and allies. Full sanctions relief. Release of frozen Iranian assets and war compensation. They want us to give them money for bombing them. Iran can enrich uranium. Continued Iran control over Strait of Hormuz. Withdrawal of U.S. combat. Dude, what the fuck? Yo,
It's dangerous because they border the strait, but they didn't have control and now they want it.
I do like this idea with the Iran proxy support. I do like that. I got to give Trump a big fat W for that. If you don't know what that is the proxy support that they give the terrorists, like guns and weapons. I got to give Trump a W for that. Honestly.
They not only want control of the strait, they want to also be paid at least $2 million per vessel that passes through the Strait of Hormuz and then split that money with the government of Oman. And Israeli officials say that money will be used to funnel back into the IRGC weapons program to try and rebuild many of the production lines that were destroyed by the United States and Israel throughout the course of this war. And so
I love how these people don't even have air superiority. And they're trying to make a deal with us and trying to act like they got a leg up in this. This is insane, bro.
Bottom line here is that this isn't over. It is a 2-week ceasefire. And the question remains if the Iranians will be willing to make a good faith deal that addresses all of these issues. But when you look at that 10-point proposal by the Iranians, there are a variety.
So that means that the IRGC and the regime will have a total of 4 weeks total to come up with a better deal than whatever that dog shit was. And then if they don't, then it's like the guy said earlier, we bomb until our heart's content.
Of issues that simply aren't going to happen. Not only red lines for the United States, but for the entire world. There's no scenario in which the U.S. military is going to withdraw completely from the Middle East. There are a variety of bases where U.S. soldiers remain. And if that were to take place, it would give the Iranians the ability and flexibility to rebuild their military and nuclear programs. And then pose a threat to U.S. forces if they ever return to the region and allies across the Middle East. And so there are a lot of very serious questions here. The positive in all of this is that there are no missiles soaring through the skies of Israel, at least at this moment. But there are serious questions about the future of this agreement and if the Iranians have changed their tune at the negotiating table and if this is going to actually hold.
All right, great reporting down there, Trey.
Thanks, Trey.
Glad you don't have to wear a helmet today or worry about the missiles. Hopefully this will hold at least for 2 weeks. Thank you, Trey.
One even more Fox.
Oh my God! What the fuck? Ow! What the hell, Fox? What the fuck, man? The hell was that? What the hell? Still in Mom's basement, I see. Man, oh man. How the hell did you start with that comment, bro? I pull you up and I'm like, oh wait, you've been here for a while. Still wet behind the ears. He still loves the Grinch. Ha ha ha. It's just him in his parents' basement. I think we just gonna keep you around. We gotta have that token dumbass, you know what I'm saying? Someone that's so flippy floppy they don't even know what gender they are in the morning by the time it gets night. You gotta have that person. That's who we need. All right.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being here. I want to start this morning by honoring the 13 members of our American Joint Force who were killed in action thus far during this operation.
13 members. Holy shit. Yo, W American soldiers. W American soldiers. How many Iranians have been killed since the start of the war? How many Iranian soldiers have been killed since the start of the Iran war? Remember, boys, they went in the war. How many did he say? He said we lost, what, 13?
13 members of our...
13 members. We've bombed an estimated 4,000 to 5,000 Iranian soldiers, commanders, and paramilitary members. They're dead. Gone.
American Joint Force who were killed in action thus far during this operation. Their sacrifice,
yet I'm the one on copium,
and that of their families is deeply important to us, and we are grateful. We are grateful for each of them, and will continue to mourn their loss. Their names and their bravery will never be forgotten. On February 28th, the President of the United States ordered the joint force to execute Operation Epic Fury with the direct
I mean, you're not wrong about that. Apparently not enough because they still don't want to make a deal.
direction to accomplish three distinct military objectives.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Destroy Iran's ballistic missile and drone capabilities, destroy the Iranian Navy, and destroy their defense industrial base to ensure that Iran cannot reconstitute the ability to project power outside their borders. Over the course of 38 days of major combat operation, the joint force achieved the military objectives as defined by the President.
You know how to even work the comment,
We welcome the ongoing ceasefire, and as the Secretary said, we hope that Iran chooses a lasting peace. But as Secretary Hegseth said, let us be clear, a ceasefire is a pause, and the joint force remains ready if ordered or called upon to resume combat operations with the same speed and precision as we've demonstrated over the last 38 days, and we hope that that is not the case. I want to congratulate and thank the leadership today at U.S. Central Command, including the Commander Admiral Brad Cooper, the Deputy Commander Lieutenant General Kevin Leahy, the Senior Enlisted Leader Fleet Master Chief Compton, and every one of the component commanders, senior enlisted leaders, and especially the staff down at U.S. Central Command who...
I just used Google. I just used normal old Google. Squinting at you.
Does not get called out for any of the credit, but grinds 24/7 to help offer the options that we bring to the Secretary and the President. I also want to highlight the forces in the United States European Command under the command of Alexis Grinkowicz, who protected the western flank in support of CENTCOM. And I want to thank our partners across the intelligence community. Our ability to see and understand what an adversary is doing help us to be as decisive as we must be on the battlefield. And that includes DIA, NSA, NGA, the CIA, and the National Reconnaissance Office, and others. I want to thank the other combatant commands who have thus far contributed along the way to U.S. Central Command. This includes Transcom, Stratcom, Spacecom, SOCOM, and Cybercom, all of whom...
Bro, I don't even know how to say that name. Hello, foreign language.
All in support of CENTCOM's efforts. And I want to thank, as the Secretary did, our Gulf partners who fought alongside each and every one of us.
People are hating on me. You have to realize that there are a percentage of people that don't like that I can sit here on my fat ass and make money off of talking shit about bombing a different country. They don't like the fact that they have to go and work their 9 to 5. And it does suck. It sucks. It sucks. Like, I'm not even going to lie about that. Like, this job is obviously way easier than any job I've ever had to do in my entire fucking life. And any streamer that says it's not is a fucking idiot. First and foremost. A lot of it is luck. That like, I could sit here and say, yeah, I'll fuck with the... No, dude, it's luck. Around, like, October of last year, or like, around, like, the end of last year, I started getting really lucky. And for whatever reason, I started getting a lot of viewers. And that was a year and a half prior of me trying to make it work. So, like, it has a little luck in it. And I get that you're mad, but don't take it out on me. Take it out on your boss. Tell them to give you less hours so you could focus on your, YouTube or something. And then the other half is just a bunch of propaganda pushers that are paid to do it. I mean, let's be honest here. They make a shitload of accounts, and then they buy different accounts, and then they are paid to sit here and say negative comments in the chats of everybody. That's what they're doing. Like, let's be honest here. That's what it's about. It's about control.
From the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, and Jordan, all who joined us together to defend and protect our people and our assets. and who, if required,
Yo, W job.
And ready to do so again. And I want to thank my team at the Joint Staff who work literally around the clock in order to help me offer the options that I must with the associated risks to the Secretary and to the President. They are the hardest working people that I know, and I am deeply grateful for their service. Most importantly today, I want to thank America's members of the Joint Force who've poured every
You're a nobody that has an average of 15 viewers on your video. You might as well get a job. Oh, fuck. It's been on the uptrending. Why would I get a job now? Oh, fuck. Who are these people, man? How long you been here? 15 viewers. What's the matter? You mad? You mad? Well, now you can be mad somewhere else because you're banned. Bye-bye.
everything that they can into Operation Epic Fury and their
In fact, the streams have been doing so well that there is a good chance within the next 2 or 3 days I'm going to be breaking 1 million viewers in the past 48 days. 1 million viewers channel wide in the past 48 days. That's 2 months. Y'all have been going absolutely bonkers. Every time y'all leave a comment, whether it be bad or good, y'all are helping that number grow on every video. Every time y'all get down in there in any video, any chat, and y'all like the streams and y'all like the comments in the chat and y'all talk to these people, y'all call them out. That is engagement that pushes the numbers even higher. On top of the channel memberships, by the way, double channel memberships, W people that show up every day, y'all have been destroying my algorithm. Y'all have been killing it, bro. Thank all of y'all for showing up, even the haters. You know why? You know why I thank them? It's because they hate me and hate what I'm doing. That every time I ban one of them, 3 more take that person's place. Every time you show up, you solidify my career on YouTube. Thank you. And definitely double thank you to any channel member, anyone that comes in, likes the streams, watches the streams on a daily. And I know that some of y'all are too scared to say something in the chats, are too scared to sub, and that's fine. I know what I understand that you don't want to be alienated from people around you because of what you think and feel. It's okay. Go into your history whenever the stream is done and just remove the stream from your history in case anybody takes your phone and decides to start digging around. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're going to do that, but if they do, if you with somebody that is that crazy, I would recommend leaving. But if it's that bad, then, you know, you can do that. Just saying. Okay.
Families who've worked 24 hours a day for 38 days. The Secretary and I could not be more proud.
Let me help you with that. Look, let me do that. Let me help you with that. Let me help you with that. I think emojis help. I think they do. Why this shit pop up on my feed is beyond me. Well, here, let me help you with that. There you go. There you go, buddy.
Out of each and every one of you. And we deeply appreciate.
It keeps popping up on the feed because you keep messaging. Anytime you leave a comment, it goes based on what you engage with, not what you view, what you engage with. You hit a like on a video, you're going to get more of that video. You dislike something on a video, you're going to get more of that video. You comment on a video or like somebody's comment on that video, you're going to get more of that video. It's engagement.
The support of the American people, who we know always have us in our thoughts and prayers, and we can feel this literally every single day. As the Secretary said, the United States has devastated the regime's ability to harm Americans and our interests for years to come. Since the beginning of major combat operations, the United States Joint Force has struck more than 13,000 targets, including in that 13,000 more than 4,000 dynamic targets that popped up on the battlefield and were immediately addressed, thanks to the exceptional command and control system and intelligence, acumen, and agility of our joint force. CENTCOM forces destroyed approximately 80% of Iran's air defense systems, striking more than 1,500 air defense targets, more than 450 ballistic missile storage facilities, 800 one-way attack drones storage facilities. All of these systems are gone.
Even thumbs down. It sure does. You know why? It tells the algorithm. So, like, if you watch Hassan and you don't like Asman, and you thumbs down Asman's content, the algorithm will give you more of Hassan's content and give you more of that culture. It will give you other streamers that fit more of Hassan's audience and less of people that fit Asman's audience. So yes, it does. It's definitely finicky. You'll probably get a couple more Asman Gold videos after that because you reacted with it. But I'd imagine that's why they have the 3 dots that allow you to say, don't recommend this content to me. So you could also do that.
We've devastated Iran's command and control and logistical networks, destroying more than 2,000 command and control nodes and degrading their ability to target U.S. and friendly forces. It is, and we know this, incredibly frustrating. Right now to be a lower level Iranian commander trying to fight your fight. As the Secretary said, the Iranian Navy now lies mostly at the bottom of the Arabian Gulf, and we assess that we've sunk more than 90% of their regular fleet, including all of the major surface combatants, as the Secretary said. 150 ships are at the bottom of the ocean.
Man, think about all those coral reefs, man. Coral reefs.
Half of the IRGC Navy's small attack boats. Joint fires
little small attack boats, the baby boys.
from the land, sea, and air executed more than 700 strikes against naval mine targets, and we had assessed that we destroyed more than 95% of their naval mines. And perhaps most importantly, we've destroyed Iran's defense industrial base, their ability to reconstitute those capabilities for years to come. We attacked, along with our partners, approximately 90% of their weapons factories. Every factory that produced Shahed one-way attack drones was struck. Every factory that produces the guidance systems that go into those drones was struck. Their missile defense industrial base is shattered, with more than 80% of their missile facilities gone, as well as their solid rocket motor production capability. It will take years for Iran to rebuild any major surface combatants, as more than 20 naval production and fabrication facilities have been damaged or destroyed, and nearly 80% of Iran's nuclear industrial base was hit, further degrading their attempts to attain a nuclear weapon. Throughout Operation Epic Fury, our joint force struck at the heart of
If 90% of their ships didn't get blown up, then why have we only lost 13 people? I mean, surely there's more than 13 people that are on a U.S. naval ship. Maybe you should do something about it instead of trying to make a deal with America. A lot of pretty boats at the bottom of the ocean. Going to be a lot of pretty coral reefs here soon. I mean, if you want, if you want to come up into the comments and talk big king shit, least you could do is actually, you know, continue to talking shit. But the minute you get pulled up, you roach out. Like, no, nothing?
Iran's ability to project power and threaten the United States and the region. And in order to do this, it required the service and sacrifice of more than 50,000 American warfighters deployed across CENTCOM, EUCOM, and stateside. The joint force flew more than 10,000 missions, including 62 bomber missions.
And they had a lot of Navy ships. Now they got a lot of submarines.
18 of which flew.
They got those new models that go under the water, guys.
Round trip from the United States to deliver military bombs on military targets. Each of these missions was more than 30 hours in duration, and we did that 8.
Don't use that. Don't use that. I don't care what else you type. Don't say this. Don't use this. You can say this. You can say this. Don't do this. Don't use the snowflake.
18 times. No other military in the world can do that. And it's a testament to the logistical force.
YouTube has a very, 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 very strict policy against that.
Quietly serves behind them. I cannot thank Transcom and the Air Force tanker.
It's a type of racist slur for white people.
And mobility force.
I know a lot of people think that MAGA made it up, but that's not where that comes from.
Combined with Army and Navy joint fires, we struck more than 13,000 targets. And along with our Gulf partners, we've thus far intercepted 1,700 ballistic missiles and one-way attack drones, defending our forces and our partners in the civilian population. And we remain ready to do so should the need arise. Along the way, we consume more than 6 million meals, and by my estimate, more than 900.
It's crazy that they're trying to say that MAGA made that name up. It's just crazy to me, considering that it's a slur for for white people. So like, how does that even make? Like, if you're trying to call them a bunch of white supremacists, like, how the fuck? Why would they? I just
150,000 gallons of coffee, 2 million energy drinks, and a lot of nicotine, but I am not saying that we have a problem. I've laid out the statistics, but it does not truly capture the nature of combat. This is gritty and unforgiving
Making the Titanic family, oh my God.
business. It's chaotic,
Bro.
It's hot, it's dark, it's unpredictable, and there's always unknowns. And our people proudly walked into those unknowns and continue forward. And through it all, the Joint Force has demonstrated the unwavering resolve that the nation demands of us. Mm-hmm. We are a mission-focused force, and our objectives always is to create the conditions for peace, and today we have, while be ready should that peace break, which we hope it is not, and we remain ready. Before I turn it back to the Secretary, I also want to quickly revisit the rescue of the Air Force fighter crew over the weekend. To give you an update, we've had, the Secretary and I have had the profound honor of speaking directly with many of the warfighters on that mission, from the downed crew that were picked up to those forces that went and got them. Hearing these stories firsthand has only deepened our appreciation for their tenacity, creativity, courage, and grit of the American Joint Force.
That's right, W soldiers.
This is a story that gets to the very heart and soul of who we are as a joint force, who we are as Americans. Selfless sacrifice in service of others. From the backseater, Dude 44 Bravo, whose pure and unadulterated joy at seeing those helicopters come into the valley to get his
I bet that dude was if he could be jumping for joy, I bet he would have been. That man was probably going through the ringer, stuck in those mountains with that broken ankle. Like, I bet that dude, he heard those helicopters and was like, oh my God, it's over. Bro, like.
Seater in daylight because he knew the front seater did not have a jacket and was so filled with heart-leaping joy at his front seater getting picked up, to the nighttime folks that went in and then got him, to the tanker forces that did the things that they had to do to give their own gas away, to the support packages, to those that went into the desert landing site not once, not twice, but 3 times as we fought through multiple contingencies. This was and is a joint force that has the guts to try, that does not quit, and who each and every day does the things that we must to dare to win. No lives were lost. We succeeded because the joint force is always at the ready. They trust each other, they trust their leaders, and they trust their training. And they remember first, foremost, and always that we do these things so that others may live, and we will never leave anyone behind. The success of Operation Fury thus far, and we hope
I
it
can't tell you how many comments I saw on videos that I removed were like, we spent so much money on this. Put yourself in that soldier's shoes. There is nothing more patriotic and American than being stuck in a mountain after you had to hike 7,000 feet on a broken ankle, to hearing them helicopters come in and hearing a bunch of people getting blown the fuck up to come and rescue your fucking sorry ass. Let me tell you something. There is nothing more patriotic than that. And that is why, no matter what country you come from, if you can't understand why we did it, you'll never be a true American. A piece of paper is not going to decide if you're a true American or not. It's the mentality. What if it was you that was stuck up in those mountains? You'd be wanting them to rain hell down on that mountaintop to come and get your sorry ass. And I'm not speaking poorly about the pilot. Pilot was doing what he was supposed to be doing. W pilot. But I know if my sorry ass was stuck up there, I'd want them to fucking crack that mountain up and to come get my ass. Who wouldn't? Shit. That's right. No man left behind. That's right.
Culminates with this incredible rescue over the weekend, a direct example of the professionalism and courage of the United States military and our joint force. It's the service members on the front lines, our partners in the region, our teammates in the intelligence community, our civilian leaders in the OSW side of the house, the American workers who build the tools and weapons that we use, and the American people who back us up that help us to go do these things. I stand here humbled today, but frankly not surprised by what the Joint Force has been able to do. Their performance is fueled by a deep commitment to each other, their mission, and to our country. It is an incredible, deep honor for me to be a part of this Joint Force, and I'm humbled by the service and sacrifice each and every day that I am lucky enough to see. And finally, as I always do, I ask that we never forget our fallen and their families, especially those 13 fallen from Operation Epic Fury. May we always be worthy of their sacrifice and honor their legacy. And with that, sir, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll take a few questions.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube.
All right. It's getting late. If you're new here, sub to the channel, hit like on the stream. Stick around. I do this every single day. I haven't been doing the body cam videos because we've been running out of time like crazy. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to let y'all decide. Stay away from the members only. Members only are not an option. I'm going to let y'all decide out of these three, which one we watching. Which one of these three are we watching today? We got a no-nonsense motorcycle cop versus crybaby biker. That sounds like a Karen video, man. That sounds like fun. Walmart evacuated during armed SWAT standoff. Or body cam released after officer hit by a pickup truck. We're here every day. We got to move on from the politics for the remainder of the stream. That's just how it is. But we will be back on tomorrow, hashing the latest news on everything that's going on, so don't stress about it. We're here every day. Every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Every day. So 3? Y'all want the body cam one? I need to figure out how the actually, you know what? Here, hold on. I think I can do it. Hold on, wait. I could do a poll. Hot damn. YouTube has a poll system, boys. Start a poll. Which one? Oops. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. There you go. Look at that. Oh, we got number 3. Remember, it's 1, 2, 3. Body cam released after officer hit by pickup is number 3. So, okay, 50%. We got 50%. I'm going to let the poll finish up. 4? There is no 4. What do you mean? There's no 4. I saw a lot of 3 anyway. I think it's going to be 3. It looks like it's going to be 3. Four is all of them. Bro, I ain't got that kind of time. I got to get off. I got to get off and edit, bro. Oh. All right. It looks like it's going to be 3. WWW. Okay, it's going to be 3. W Midwest. Oh, my God. Oh. W Midwest Safety. Hell yeah, Midwest Safety. Go get a Midwest Safety. Oh, dude, what? That's how we start the video, okay?
In Edmond, Oklahoma, northeast of Oklahoma City, dispatch notified officers with the
Oklahoma City. Of course!
Edmond Police Department that they received a frantic 911 call about a silver truck that hit multiple vehicles, a barricade, and now appeared to be trying to ram other vehicles. An officer caught up with the suspect, but what happens next would be forever seared in the minds of these officers.
The victim gave us John Tom Adam 321. John Tom Adam 321.
Oh, there it is! Oh yeah, look, he's got dents all over the truck now. Oh. What the heck? Look, the guy over there, he's talking to him. What the heck's going on?
Stay in your car! Stay in your
car!
Hey! Stop! Stop!
Ooh, boy, man.
I'm in pursuit. He went east on 2nd.
Clear pursuit eastbound on 2nd. Hold the air.
I think that's the scariest part is the fact that he sat there and thought about it. What if he had a gun in that car and he was trying to debate on if he wanted to get the gun and shoot the cop? That's scary, bro. That is terrifying.
Southbound on Littler.
He's going fast. He's down at 5th Street now.
What the hell is that? Oh, I thought they were looking at the top. I thought they were looking at whatever the hell's on the top of this truck. I was like, what is that? But now there's a truck down there.
He's going east on 5th Street.
Bro, he is going too.
43600. Down here on right.
Damn. Oh, there he is.
Our victim calling. I'm just meeting somewhere near the station. And I think this is it. It's John Tom Adam 321.
Affirmative.
Yeah, we're south.
What the hell is that noise?
Clear south from Marbury.
That's a nice truck too.
Quick spot.
10-4 with 15 forward now.
Hey, stop your car. Put the keys out the window. Turn your car off.
558, we're coming up right behind you.
Alright, he's running the red light going south.
Is this guy like incoherent or does he just not care? He's even stopping at the lights. Like, it's so weird.
Running red light southbound.
I mean, he used the truck as a battering ram, hit multiple cars and went through a barricade. Like, it's obvious he doesn't care. What the hell is he doing? It's not like his truck's exactly fitting in with all the vehicles around him.
Flight down Warwick, like the Albee calling over, southbound. Clear, still southbound. Evan, I'm the third car, but I'm not in the pursuit. I'm just hanging back until they get him stopped. Okay. We're southbound at 40 miles an hour right now.
Oh. Come on, get him! Get him! Oh, that was a good pit. Oh, if he had just gunned it right there, he'd have got him.
Southbound from Smiling Hill, 40 miles.
Oh, right there, right there, right there. Oh. Oh, I thought he was going to flip the cop car. I'm not even kidding. I thought he was going to flip the cop car. This damn truck with these big-ass wheels, man. Why the hell? Who thinks that it's a good idea to have a police cruiser like this? I understand, like, motorcycle police officers are, they're great for neighborhoods. Why the hell is this guy involving himself in a high-speed chase? He can't pit maneuver the truck. Why is he there? It doesn't make any sense.
Which bar came off?
Like, this was an accident waiting to happen. Let's be honest here. Let's say he didn't see that bumper and they were on the interstate. That guy would have just lost his life hitting that bumper going like 60, 70 miles an hour. Like, ooh! I love it whenever cops know just what to do. Beautiful. And now he's facing the cop on the motorcycle. Is it sinking in yet why this is a bad idea?
He's going back northbound.
Ooh!
Hey, we have an officer down, start medical quick.
Start after. You're on over 462.
Man, that's when you start pumping that truck full of bullets and you ask questions later. Yes, sir? You willing to do that to a police officer? Man, you had a good time on this earth. That time is up.
Show me your hands!
You put this motherfucker in the deepest hole and work camp you have in the world. Don't ever let this person get out. Nope. Hands! Absolutely not.
Get off!
Now you get out?
car.
Where's the cop, man? Where's the cop at?
On the ground now. Down on the ground. Get on the ground.
Where's he at? Where's the officer? Go get the officer.
He's over here. Joe! Fucking A.
Damn, bro. Yo, W Army Medic, let's go!
Joe!
Get up. Get up.
Look at this piece of fucking human trash put his ass in jail forever.
Joe!
Bro shouldn't even be allowed to walk around free.
Get up.
He's 6 feet under. Holy shit, bro. Oh, they found him. Here he is, right here.
Out here in the creek. Joe! Joe!
Ooh. Damn! I can't tell you how many scenes I've been to here, and that is the worst thing you want to hear as an EMT. If you're an EMT, you about to be tested when you walk up and you hear somebody breathing like that, bro. You about to be tested. You did something in that day that God was like, nope, test that human being right there. We need to make sure he knows what he's doing. That is agonal respirations. That man is going to die very quickly. They need to make sure that they know what the hell they're doing.
Get up.
Ooh, that is a bad sound.
Hey, stop and help me real fast, please.
I know this bitch-ass motherfucker ain't just sitting there and acting like, dude, you want to act like a limp body? Oh, man, I can't even say what I'd do to him. Oh, I can't even, I'd get suspended so quick. Oh, my God, dude.
He just hit that car. Hey, let's put him in the car. Put him in the car, or you have a cage.
Come on, Joe.
Oof. There's only so much of that we can show, guys. I ain't trying to take a vacation yet. Let me get it. Let me get a financial person to do some
What's up, man?
some investing for me before we catch that week.
He's breathing.
You see, this is the reason why, if you're a police officer, they should pay you. You should be required to be an EMT, and you should be getting paid for both of your certifications, your peace officer's license and your EMT license, and they should pay you more if you get your paramedics. There is no fucking reason to defund the police. Give them more money. Make them get EMT licenses. Make them paramedics. Make it a requirement. Give them more money. Don't take money away from these people, man. Give them more money. There is no reason they haven't already cut this man's shirt off and started doing everything they need to do to save this man's life. This is crazy to me. And you wanted to fund the police, bro. No.
We're in the bottom of the ravine, just east of the roadway, south of Smiling Hill.
I don't know if he did. I'm not sure. I hope he did. Oh, we can't watch that. That's too much. I gotta be very meticulous with this video. Okay, so they know about the recovery position. Bro, they gotta pop one of his lungs, man. They gotta do something other than just standing there, bro. Like,
Joe, stay in there, man. Stay in there. You got it, Joe. Come on. Come on. You got it. Sister, again, this happened. Hey, don't grab your head.
Don't move. Still.
see, just imagine if the police officers had like in their SUVs, they had cruiser units that had backboards because like what the issue is here is that this man needs life-saving treatment right now. You see, if while they're waiting, they were able to backboard this man, get him all strapped up to a backboard, and get him ready so that way the minute that the fire department or the paramedics show up, they can immediately put him in the back of that van and start doing the life-saving treatment he needs. This man's chance of survival would exponentially increase. It wouldn't even be a question about it. But every second this man is sitting here doing this is a second that he's not receiving what he needs to live. This is terrible.
Shut it down at Smiling Hill. We don't need to shut down at 33rd.
Not to mention that whenever the paramedics and EMTs show up, they're gonna have to backboard him because he was in a traumatic event. So they're immediately gonna have to backboard this man. That's gonna take even more time to straighten his spine up. No, don't move.
Hell yeah. If you can go on the north side of 33rd and Boulevard so we don't get people coming south. Just come up here and shut it down at Smiling Hills Boulevard. Come up and shut it down at Smiling Hills Boulevard. Let's go. He's still, bro. Not until fire gets... Just north of the motorcycle, northbound lane. Clear.
Hell yeah, no. The fact that we even still, like, in America, that there's even, like, motorcycle police, I just don't understand that. Like, why?
The suspect is now in my vehicle secured because the vehicle he was in is involved in the accident.
Come on, let's go make it. Your legs are secure.
Forward.
Accident? That's an attempted murder right there, bro.
Okay, let me sit. Sit up.
I gotta make sure that we're not catching any of that, because the thing is like that's an immediate, like, problematic thing.
Okay.
Yo, it's fire, boys. Let's go.
They're bringing a gurney. Go ahead and get them started. Clear. Stay down. Let me sit. Help you. Let me sit. Stop.
9. Oh, dude. Motherfucker. See, look, now they're having to cut open his shit because he was involved in a trauma. They're gonna have to backboard him. Like if the police had the police had already started doing that, they could have already just gotten there and started doing everything they needed to do to make sure he was ready for the ambulance. You know what I'm saying? Like, 9 minutes in and you just now doing this? Dude, that's ass, bro. That's ass. That sucks.
611. Put that one on that side of the...
You better. What you got for sale? It's over. Pick us.
He went limp noodle like he couldn't breathe or whatever, but he was fine. No, the rest...
No, he's not fine. I guarantee you something in him is very fucked up. He just doesn't know it yet. He's gonna find out, though.
Your right leg. It's going in. My legs hurt so bad. Okay. Okay. Garrett.
He's tagged.
We need to scoop up. Get that on.
See what they doing? They backboarding him now. That shit should have been the first thing they did. They backboarding him now. 10 minutes in and you bro. They got the neck brace on. There it is. There's the backboard. There it goes. There's the backboard. They can't even scoop this man up and put him on a stretcher because they got to backboard him first. Like, fuck.
He's up there ready to respond.
Moving your legs, Joe.
Yeah, look.
Okay.
Make sure we get a tunnel so we got.
Yeah, they got to get that bitch on there tight.
Did you want county to go speak to the other 2 vehicles that are in parking lots that were hit?
That, or if we have any evidence.
Damn, that's him, bro. He lived. Hey, that's him. Yo, W. Oh, shit.
Up later.
Get more bodies. Get a few more bodies. You guys got enough bodies up? Got it? I got it. Let's go. You want to take this monitor?
Where they at? The other pulled off into O'Reilly's. Where they at? Yes.
I need a northbound between here and there. 41 police. They're going north to 30.
21 minutes. Fuck, bro. That's awful. Jesus, that's terrible.
Boulevard over to Broadway and then south. Oklahoma City is blocking everything south.
Do you have my keys? Yes. Thank you. I took him out of
And it's not the fire. It's no one's fault other than the system at play. See, if the police were able to backboard him, he would have immediately been ready to go. Like, there wouldn't have been this immediate pressure to do all this stuff whenever everyone else got. If he was backboarded, neck braced, and ready to go, he could have just been loaded up and he'd have been out of there. He'd have saved at least 10 or 5 minutes. Like,
Miller. Appreciate it.
40-45 when he was
Yeah.
back this way.
We had just TVI'd. I spun him around right north of that drive right there, and then he hit Sheltman coming back, and then he. So probably.
About where your bumper is?
About where Fraser Bank is.
Oh, okay.
because I was a firefighter. If YouTube doesn't work out, I'm just gonna go back to fighting fire. That's what I've done this. I've done this several times. Shit. I've done this a lot.
And then your bumper
If you knew how many homeless people I had to show up to whose heads were split open, that I was having to sit there and hold their fucking heads together on the pavement, you'd be throwing up. This is another day for me. Like,
I TV'd him 3 times. I mean, I tried 3 times.
The suspect, identified as 24-year-old Garrett Trammell, was
piece of fucking shit.
Transported to an area hospital for evaluation, where a search warrant was executed for a blood draw. His blood tested positive for THC, which Trammell's defense attorney argued he had smoked 2 weeks prior. According to a local news report, data pulled from the
I don't give a flying fuck what he was on. You sitting there trying to run over a police officer, man, you get the death penalty, bitch. I don't care what you was smoking. I don't care what you were doing. I don't care how mentally unstable. You sitting there running over a police officer in a truck, man, it's time for you to take a long, extended vacation. It's time for you to go. Time for you to be put in a box.
black box in Trammell's truck indicated that he never hit the brakes and made a sharp turn in the direction of Officer Wells. Officer Wells was placed on maximum life support and underwent multiple
Oh my God, bro. I told you what I tell y'all. Whenever you hear that noise come out of someone's mouth, they have seconds. Man was put on life support. Every single second counts when you hear that noise. Whatever you think you know, when you roll up to someone who's breathing like that, it all goes out the fucking window. When you hear somebody doing that type of respiratory, your adrenaline goes from 1 to 100 because they are on the verge of total system failure. They're going to die. They're going to die. Everything you do from that point on has to be so methodical and precise. One misstep, you could kill him. That's why the minute that the firefighters showed up, you saw all those cops disperse. Those firefighters were immediately in charge of that. And they had to be too. One misstep could have ended his life. That paramedic that rolled him over onto his back and held his head in the recovery position saved his life 1,000%. That veteran paramedic guaranteed this man's survival until the fire department showed up and backboarded him.
surgeries, including the amputation of part of his left leg.
Oh my God.
Trammell was transported to jail, where he was charged with assault and battery by means or force, likely to produce death, 4 counts of assault and battery with a deadly weapon, endangering others while attempting to elude an officer, and leaving the scene of a collision involving injury. The judge set his bond at $950,000, which he posted.
Oh, bro, put this motherfucker in jail.
According to posts on his Facebook account, Trammell enjoyed fishing trips, concerts, and holidays with his friends and family while out on bond. Nearly 2 years later, Trammell entered a blind guilty plea where he pleaded guilty without a prior agreement on punishment, leaving sentencing entirely up to the judge's discretion. The judge sentenced him to 25 years and probation.
Oh, that ain't enough, bro. Nah, hell nah. You want to run over a first responder, motherfucker? Man, you lucky they didn't throw your bitch ass in the back of that ambulance and let them firemen beat the fuck out of you. Man, we need to go back to doing that. That's crazy. This motherfucker dude in the hospital fighting for his goddamn life, trying to support his family, get run over by this fucking schizo. He in the hospital fighting for his life. And this dude out fishing and hunting and enjoying his life. And he gets 20, dude. That's crazy.
For the rest of his life. Trammell is currently incarcerated at Allen Gamble Correctional Center and will have to serve 21 years before he is eligible for parole. Midwest Safety caught up with Sergeant Wells, who was able to speak with us about his recovery. Now,
Sergeant Wells.
4 years into the process.
It just kind of orient our viewers how traffic, motorcycle cops or officers, traffic units.
I hated driving motorcycle. I still have the endorsement on my license. I fucking hate driving motorcycles in Texas. It sucks. The drivers around here are so aggressive. Like, it sucks.
Operate, the training, kind of what's that like? And I mean, you're not year round, you're going to squads in winter. I mean, you want to kind of just talk to people a little bit about the minutia of that role?
We have a traffic unit, so it's mostly motors and unmarked cars. Unmarked cars, for the most part, work traffic accidents, unless the motorist needs to step up and do it. Most of our job was just working traffic zones, writing tickets, and stuff like that. My philosophy always was, if I started my bike up and went after you, that's enough danger, you're getting a ticket. I've been through a lot of training in my life. 18 years as a police officer and 5 years in the Marines. And it's probably one of the toughest.
W veteran. Go get him, bro. Seriously, W veteran.
Trainings I ever went to. I was pretty burnt and ready to quit by the end of it, because it was so frustrating, just trying to, not knowing that, hey, you can get that big bike to do these type little turns. It was pretty hard.
Yeah, so like he most likely had like a type of cruiser, those bigger motorcycles with the big ass packs on the back of them, and I'd assume that because it's a law enforcement motorcycle, it probably has the packs and it has the bumpers that go on the packs. All that adds so much weight to the motorcycle. I've watched full-grown men that are like twice my size struggle to pick one of those bikes up when they drop them. Like when they lay it over, those things get heavy. And like, I know that whenever the truck was barreling down towards him, you couldn't just go. Like, the weight of that motorcycle, you don't just go. You can get up to speed, but it's like, at that point, it's like a car. You're not going to sit there and ping the gas and expect it to just zoom away. You can get up to that, sure, a little bit faster than a car. But when you've got that much weight on a cruiser like that, you're not just going to ping the throttle and go. It's not going to work like that. So the biggest problem that I could see was the fact that he didn't immediately bail on the motorcycle. But I mean, at the same time, I don't think it would have mattered. I think he was safer being on the motorcycle. If I'm being completely frank, that truck rolling over that motorcycle with that cop being on it was safer than if that truck had just ran him over. 100%.
You fired a shot before impact.
Did he?
And do you remember?
Holy shit. Dude's a crack shot. He fired a shot?
Remember doing that? Do you remember firing your gun at that point?
So somebody showed me a video and told me I did. I had no idea. crazy part was like when they found my gun, it was just they don't know how it got in the position it was and still fired, and they did a lot to put it back together and just.
Damn, so his gun was in pieces. Oh my God, this guy got so lucky. W first responders.
The way it was after getting hit and firing around at the same time, it was kind of in a weird position. But I don't remember going to work that day. My wife said she made some breakfast burritos, and I was kind of sick, but she's like, "Would you stay home today?" And I was like, "I'm the only one working. I have to go. I'm the only traffic guy
That's
working. I
crazy.
have to go."
So this man got hit so hard by that truck that his gun was found in fucking pieces. That is insane. That's insane.
I went. And then that's just what she told me. I don't remember being there at all. I don't remember pretty much the week before or up until almost the 1st of November is when I started remembering stuff again.
Did someone explain to you how far you have been thrown?
He went pretty damn far. As far as accidents go, he shouldn't have lived through that. I'm not even going to lie. I've seen people get gonzoed for less. That man's a damn tank. Bro was able to pull his gun out, shoot the gun, and end up being thrown like, what was it like? It looked like at least, I'm going to give a rough estimate, about 10 feet. No. Maybe like 30 feet. I'd say 25 feet. Let's go with 25 feet. I think 25 feet.
I was told 150 feet through the woods, which is kind of crazy because it was really dense woods. I didn't hit any trees or anything before I went to the creek. I'm sure if I hit a tree that hard, it probably would have done even more damage, but somehow I went right through.
You were on maximum life support for 15 days. Okay.
Oh my God. Bro was fighting for his life for 15 days. Bro's got an angel watching him. That's all I can say. Man, you need to go buy a lotto ticket or something.
When you
Holy!
What did you understand about your condition?
My wife says I asked her several times what happened, and I think it took me a little while before I finally started, able to understand that and realize what happened. I don't know. I have little kind of memories. I remember one time waking up and thinking I was handcuffed to the bed, and I had no idea where I was. I thought I was maybe in somebody's basement, and it was all dark, and it was probably around November.
Why the fuck did they handcuff him to the bed?
Waking up and thinking I was handcuffed. Little kind of memories. I remember one time waking up and thinking I was handcuffed to the bed.
Oh, he thought he was
handcuffed. I had no idea where I was. I thought I was maybe in somebody's basement, and it was all dark, and it was probably around November 1st when I asked my wife where I was and what happened, and that was the day. I mean, I realized, okay, I was in the hospital. I saw the videos. I started hearing stories of what had happened. I know my wife was at one time offered to read my last rites and all that stuff, and have a priest come in, and I said, all I have is the stories of people that were coming in and out. My whole family from St. Louis came into town. The whole police department was there for a few days when it was really bad. And I said, this is it. It's probably when, he's not going to make it anymore.
You had more than
20
surgeries, was it?
I've probably had close to 30 surgeries now in the last 3.5 years.
Jesus.
Wow.
I did 7 surgeries on my left leg before it was finally amputated, just trying to fix it. And I had 6 broken ribs, punctured lungs.
There it is. No, I heard that. I heard that breathing agonal respirations is usually from a punctured lung. It's the lung that is sealing. It's filling with blood. I mean, that's what it usually. That's what's usually caused by it. Like it's a punctured lung somewhere. When you hear that, that is usually one of your lungs is feeling and the other is not. Whenever, like I said, when you hear that noise, the paramedics that I learned from in college, they told me when you hear that noise, that means that you need to crank everything you're doing up to 10 because this person is literally on death's door. And they said that too. They're like, when you hear this noise, it's going to immediately click with you from what we taught you and everything that you've learned, at least if you're good, exactly what that noise means. And man, were they right. They were so right, it's not even funny.
I got pneumonia in the hospital. That's about what did me in was my punctured lungs and catching pneumonia. And I was on ECMO for a while. And stage jiu-jitsu is probably what saved my life. I mean, I was I had just went to Worlds in Vegas the month before that. So I've been training and I was in really good shape. So I think my lungs being in good shape and how good a shape I was what helped me survive that. I mean, I think if I wasn't in shape, I wouldn't have survived that. There's no way my lungs would have pulled through and healed and all that stuff. The knee surgery, the full knee surgery went well. The knee replacement, my first day out on my own, I went to the store. I was going to grab some shorts, and my knee just exploded in the parking lot for no reason. It just ripped all my stitches ripped wide open. I didn't have any stitch at the time, but my scars ripped wide open, and it just collapsed. And then that's when
what the fuck? And they only gave this man 25 years? Are you kidding me? This man's entire lifestyle has been altered by this bullshit. He can't even work anymore because of this that piece of human trash, bro. Like, what are we doing?
pretty much
That's
told
crazy.
me I had two options. I could have an amputation, or they could put a rod from my hip to my ankle, and I could never bend my leg again. But
fuck that.
So I chose the amputation. I figured, how do you drive a car? How do you do anything when your leg can't bend at all?
How did you feel about that, though, when you learned they had to amputate your leg? Was it like a piece that came over you, or was...
I believe so. For a while, I kept asking the doctor why he didn't just amputate it, because like I said, I had no use, no feeling. I couldn't move my toes. I could just kind of hung there. And so for a while, I was like, I wish you just would have amputated, just amputate. And he's like, no, we got to keep trying this. And eventually, after the final knee blown up for the last time, he's like, yeah, okay, we'll amputate it. Yeah. So I have a rod in my right femur. My right femur was shattered. My pelvis ring was shattered, so I have a plate and some bolts holding my pelvis together, and then scars everywhere, all kinds of scars.
Jesus,
I'm scheduled for another surgery April 15th. I have really bad nerve damage all down the left side of my body, so like my left arm, I can't lift it all the way up because I have my brachial tie in there is just completely damaged with nerve damage. My leg, my stump constantly feels like it's just when your foot falls asleep, the nerves just never stop. So it's just a constant nerve shooting nonstop, which has caused me I can't wear my prosthetic very long because it just hurts too bad. So I only wear it if I have to leave the house. Most of the time, just here in my wheelchair.
My question is, how are you dealing with this mentally every day, Joe? Like, how are you getting through it?
These are the people these schizos that get behind the wheel, that try to harm people. This is the life-altering effect that I'm trying to drill so damn hard. These people, they go out and commit these crimes, and they end up getting somebody killed. It affects their family. It affects someone's way of life. It affects everything about them. There is no reason this man is not in jail for life or the death penalty. The people that the people that, like this guy that was driving this truck that intentionally ran this cop over, you're never going to rehabilitate these people. They ruin communities. Why let them be free? He was so quick to take somebody else's life. And then whenever he got out on bail, he was out there living up life and fishing and visiting family.
Every day to be able to deal with this impact on your life, on your family's life. How do you deal with it mentally?
So one day at a time. I spend most of my day at home. I sleep a lot just because I'm tired a lot, and watch TV and hang out with the dogs and just hanging out here. I try to go to the grocery store every once in a while when I can, and mostly just doctor appointments and physical therapy that I leave the house for.
What has your wife's experience been like through all of this? Like, how has she been holding up through all of this?
She's doing really good. I mean, it took a while before she went back to the street. She was off for a long time, initially just because I couldn't walk. I couldn't, do anything on my own for a long time when I came home. And the whole time I was in the hospital, 2 months I was in the hospital, she was there every day. She never left. She's back at it now, and she's doing really good. It worries me. I try not to think about it too much, but
yeah.
Are there advice that you have for people?
My heart goes out to you, darling.
Of
That's
what
sad.
is helpful and what is not helpful. I'm sure you've had people well-intentioned who say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing.
You know, these last 3.5 years, I've lost a lot of people I thought were friends just because they just stopped contacting me. A lot of people in the police department just kind of, it's like I'm retired and you know, they don't think about me no more or anything like that. I have a few friends that I'm really good friends with, and we're in a group text, and they'll hit me up every once in a while. I want to know if I want to go to breakfast or just do something. I think that's a big thing, just checking in and seeing how you want to go do something. Yeah, I'm still friends. There was a retired Army medic that was actually in the area, and he's the one that got my airway cleared and got me breathing. If it wasn't for
Yeah, no. Like I said, if it wasn't for that Army medic, he would have died. That Army medic made sure he lived. 100%.
him, I don't think any of the officers would have known what to do, and I probably would have died there on that rock. But he saw what happened, and he, did some life-saving measures and got me breathing again. And still friends with him today. We still talk a lot, and go out to dinner with him and his wife, and we're pretty good friends. I don't like people saying, you need to do this, you should do this, or you should try this. I'm like, it's my own. I'm just trying to get through it, and if I want to do something, I'll do it. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it.
Amen to that. Yes, sir. Amen to that. Amen.
What do you want people to understand about what motorcycle officers face every day?
It is a very, very dangerous job. You're just always out there. You're hard to see, especially when you get the lights on and you're trying to catch up to somebody. We're not allowed to be in pursuits during this incident. I wasn't actually involved in the pursuit. I was just hanging back waiting to do the report once it's finally finished. Always look out for people on motorcycles, especially when the weather's nice.
I'm happy he clarified that. I am. I'm very happy he clarified that. So they don't typically let motorcycle police go in pursuits. Okay. W department. Seriously, W department.
Gotta keep your eyes out for them.
What does the future look like for you, Joe? Like, what are any plans or anything you would like to accomplish? Anything, on the horizon for you that you have your eyes on?
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Tunnels to Towers. It's an organization that created after September 11th for veterans that were hurt. And it eventually went to first responders that were hurt in the line of duty. So Tunnels to Towers actually is building us a handicapped smart home. We were selected. You got to put an application in. They're out of New York City, so they're going to build us. They bought the property, and they're going to build us a house that's handicap accessible, and I can get in and out of everywhere, and have no issues when I'm in a wheelchair. With the Tunnels to Towers house being built, I really want to focus on making a backyard where I feel I can just go out there, maybe have a pond, or I can just sit out there and. Since I was 18 years old, I've been in the Marines or a police officer.
That's what pisses me off is that these people, these veterans, they should want to go into the police force because that's what they want to do when they retire. It shouldn't be because they have to. Like, W police officer, W veteran, you shouldn't have to go to an organization to have them build you a smart house. This man has given years of his life for his country. Even when he finished serving, he was still serving his country, being a police officer. This man shouldn't have to be on disability to be collecting a paycheck as a veteran. He shouldn't have to go to some organization. Why isn't this already taken care of? Why can't we just get this taken care of? We bus in illegals and give them homes and jobs and transportation and food and money, but we can't even do it for our own veterans. It makes no sense.
I'm 45. It's kind of nice to hang out and relax and do what I want to do. I don't like to leave the house if I don't have to. So having, an outside space where I can go to and be out in nature. And I like being outside. So hopefully, with the help of Tunnels to Towers and stuff, I can, build that and create my own little personal world here where, I can feel safe. Just anything to keep moving and know that life goes on, and you got to find a way to keep moving forward.
If you are interested in donating to Officer Wells' GoFundMe, a link can be found in the description.
I'm gonna put a link down. I'm gonna pull the link off of Midwest Safety, and I'll put it down in the description of the video. Whenever this comes out over the weekend, it'll probably be Sunday. It'll come out. I'm gonna do that. And make sure this guy. I know it probably ain't gonna be a whole bunch of people that'll donate, but it's still something.
of this
You know,
video.
and that's okay. You know, W Midwest Safety. That was a damn good pick, y'all. Damn good pick. I'm gonna have to do that every day now. That was a good pick. Seriously, that was a really good pick. All right. So we are gonna roll and do the fishies or the birds. Ooh, we're gonna get late today. Late day today, boys. All right. So we'll be back on tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 11. Actually, do I want to do the fish today? You know what? Maybe we wait till tomorrow because I'm already behind on time. We won't do the fish today. I'll do it tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and skip today because I still got a lot of stuff I got to do. Got a lot of stuff to do. So we are going to most likely do the fish and the bird watching tomorrow. We won't do it today. So when we get off right here, right now, don't worry about it. Another stream isn't going to pop up today. It'll be tomorrow when we go live again. Make sure y'all stay. Here, let me get the music going first. Let me get this music going. Hold on. Statement. Yo, W constant viewers, W memberships, W likes, W subs. Y'all have been completely destroying everything that I had planned for this year. I'm so grateful that y'all have found a channel and y'all are loving the content. W everybody, seriously. All the constant viewers, all the new people, all the new subs, all the new likes. Y'all have been completely blowing my expectation out of the water. Okay, so, make sure y'all keep being you. Stay away from the crazy people. If you don't, then we might end up making fun of you. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole day or their whole life. You never know. And I'll see y'all awesome people tomorrow morning, bright and early. Thank you so much. Peace, boys.
It was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up.